Why did it... Why did it stop playing the music? There we go. But where's the music? Fuck that. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. We're fucking around today. And that's it. Let's go in. Oh yay, an opening cutscene that gives me plenty of time to put my link in Discord. That's lovely. Montage. Ty, what are you doing? Commit to the montage. Trey Parker is just waiting with the music. There you go. Back to your montage, Ty. You got this. Badass jump is badass.
I gotcha!
What the fuck are you, though?
Okay, Ty.
I'm kidding. That's a Bilby. Bilbies are so cute. Elvish has told me he despises them. Maybe it's because I don't see them that often, but... Have you looked up a picture of a Bilby? Wow, this cave is actually pretty well rendered. I was gonna make fun of the rocks in the pond earlier, because they did not look that good. But this cave looks dope.
Don't be afraid.
And that is the only time Ty's boomerang will be treated like an ancient relic.
It's time you
It
knew.
never does anything like this again.
Years ago, a great battle was fought over the fate of 5 mystic talismans.
Why? Why did it happen? Also, who did this battle? Surely it wasn't... Oh no, guys, it was by a bird. Fuck. Bird wars, baby. I forgot how much of a rebel our dad looks like. That's Ty's dad, by the way. He's got red pants and a fucking tube top going on. And he's got the little bit of, like, orange hair. Did they change his design in the sequel? I can't remember. I know they changed his voice. Here he's like, "Hi, I'm Ty's dad, yeah." But in the other one, he's like, "Good day, mate." Sorry. Oh, God. I've already offended Elvish, and he's not even here. Gek says, "Oh shit, he called out the furries. Now the burb made me mad." We can kill the burb, Gek. Give it time, we'll kill the bird.
Bye-bye.
He's a cassowary, right? His name is Boss Cass, so, like, obviously. But the bird is the word. You've been watching too much Fam Guy, Gek. Too
Those
much.
brave few who challenged Boss Cass were trapped in the dreaming.
Mom? Dad?
Word grows
Others?
that Boss Cass is seeking out the talismans again.
Who were the
Must be
others?
stopped at all costs.
My brothers?
It's up to you to
Sisters?
find the
They're
talismans
unrelated
before
to
he
you,
does.
Ty.
It's up to me.
It's rude of you to assume they were.
Are you okay?
Hi, Murray.
Oh, am I glad to see you. Oh, you're never gonna believe what just happened. I was playing in the forest when the ground suddenly... And that's when you showed up.
Sounds like you've got a fair dinkum adventure ahead of you, mate. Not that I'm into that sort of...
I used to say truth every now and then. I don't even fully know why, but I
Tell
did.
you what, you do the adventuring, and I'll help you out where I can.
Cassowaries are vicious bastards. Yeah, can't they, like, cut your fucking jugular or something?
Welcome to Rainbow Cliffs, mate. By the way,
Jesus,
whenever you
fuck,
see
they're
one,
scary birds.
I won't be far away. I've heard that if you press the action button, you can talk to me, whatever that means. Okay, now let's
What
get
button,
to
Maury?
brass tacks. If you're gonna be out
What do you know about?
need another boomerang.
There are no buttons.
Just the place to find one. Head down to Bly Bly Station. I'll meet you there.
Well, that appears to be the direction of Bly Bly Station. I can head there whenever I want. But first, I'd like to plummet to my death. Aw, man. I only lost a notch of health. Alright, Maury, I guess I'll save my people or whatever. Friggin' death plummeting. I never get to have my fun. How are you today, by the way, Gek? Well, welcome in, two beautiful people watching. One of them's Gek. You bitch. It's... I don't know why I called you a bitch, Gek, but I did. You're a bitch. Enjoy being a bitch. But first I would like to rage. Have you been watching Vox Machina lately? I've been thinking about doing a rewatch of that, although I've also been thinking about doing a rewatch of Avatar. So I guess I'm just wanting to do a rewatch of really good shows. Let's get the fuck in here. Let's play Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. Did I ever tell that story on stream? My mom once asked me what animal, like what kind of animal Ty was. After saying, "Hey Neil, you know that game, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger? What animal is he?" How do you do that? I rewatched it, can't wait till Mighty 9 is on Amazon Prime Video. Sorry, I haven't seen it called APV before. So that took me a minute. I just call it Amazon Prime, I don't even include the V. No V for me. Single tear falls. Let's get this Thunder Egg. Ah, God, it's been a while since I played this game. Gotta get used to the controls again. Alright, there we go. Jump Ty. That's a lot of bees. You should have thrown a bitch in there. Beauty, Butler, Bonza, bitches! That would have been so much more phonetic. Yeah, so I'm just skipping all the tutorial stuff. I'm kind of just playing this to fuck around, so I may honestly skip some cutscenes even later. We're not really going through the story this time. I just want to fuck around, and I would like you all to watch me fuck around, if that's okay. I think Mighty 9's going to be a really cool show. Admittedly, I like Vox Machina and Bell's Hells a bit more than I like Mighty 9. I'll be honest about that, but I feel like the show's going to be sick. I mean, if Vox Machina is anything to go by, I really think they just can't do any wrong right now. Is there any secrets in this waterfall? No, it's the next one. Is that down here? Oh, you bet your ass it's down here. Hello, waterfall secrets. Welcome to my pocket, and there you will remain. Shut up, Maury. Let me save my Bilby bros. God, there's so many bees you could use. Beauty, Butler, Bonza? I forget what the other B word was. And you can throw in a Bilby, a bitch, Billabong. There are other B words in the Australian slang. Although bitch is more universal. CR Season 3 and watching Vox Machina have got me wishing I watched from the beginning. So... Sky originally showed me... I give Sky half credit for introducing me to Vox Machina, because he did introduce me, and I feel like without him I might not have gotten into the show. But I give him half credit because he showed me an episode and I wasn't into it, because you know what? I'm just gonna fucking say it. The first episode is not all that great. It's a lot of talking. There's not a ton going on. Travis barely even speaks during it, if I'm remembering correctly. The first episode of Critical Role is not that good. However, it gets better. So, I, didn't watch Critical Role for forever, but since I watched that one episode, it started recommending me, highlight clips and stuff. And then I watched those, and then I got super into the show. Which, by the way, speaking of people getting into things, hi Pat, welcome to my asshole. How do you feel? That bad, huh?
A little strange. I think I get used to it.
Yeah, it's alright. You'll make a home here soon. Just add in some chairs, maybe a kitchen. There's already a pool table in there. Also, Gek just hugged you. How do you feel, Pat? After your hug?
I've been touched. Affection?
I don't know why when you said that, I thought of Rogue from the X-Men. And then because I had met Gek, I just imagined
Gek just shrivels away.
Yeah, I just imagined you draining Gek of his life force. This is what you get for hugging. How dare you be lovable, Gek? Ay. How are you today, sir? It's been a little bit since we've chatted.
Sound good. I think last time we talked was you were playing FNAF.
FNAF, yeah, I thought so.
Actually, no. It was not on a stream because that's when we were trying to figure out the whole Discord thing.
Oh yeah, that's the day you got to hear Christy's voice.
Yep. I think we talked that same night later, but...
Well, yeah, but we don't talk about those meetings on stream, Pat. Come on.
Anything off? Anything off? Off stream, it doesn't exist in the canon.
Yeah, it doesn't count. It's not canon at all. Nice, Christy redeemed the funny number. It's not canon. Nice.
Where's the Gek? I know he's in this party group chat. Where's he at? No excuse. Come on.
Ooh, Gek, you want to get in this body? You want to hang out?
Calling him out. Calling you out.
You just got called out, Gek. How do you feel, even though you're probably at work or somewhere? Ay. Pat, you drained my life, and I'm haunting your existence. Oh, Gek's dead, apparently.
Oh.
I can vibe and call. Hell yes, you can. Get in here.
So, this has been news for a little bit. Not too long, though, but enough that you and I can talk about it.
Oh?
We got some FNAF news. I'm sure you've seen this.
Yeah, I heard. Kanye West started... I've heard about it. It's coming out in October.
Yeah, which... I'm not gonna lie, it worries me a little bit. It's like, oh no, was this movie that cheap that you made it that quick? Or were they working on it and hiding it really well? I hope it's that one.
Well, here's the thing. Apparently they've done the same thing with other horror movies, like Halloween. Yeah. Apparently this is just how Oh yeah, I forgot I can't swim yet. Apparently this is just how Blumhouse does shit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me grab some brekkie first. Gek, you're on a time limit. You're
What's
not,
that word?
But
I don't
you
understand
are.
that word.
Brekkie? It means, I'm trying to think of something funny it can mean besides breakfast. It means... Fuck, I failed. Pat, you can lynch me.
You failed?
Yeah, that's what it means, I guess.
But,
sorry, guys, I really brekkied that up. That was a hard brekkie on my part. But yeah, have you seen have you seen the Springtrap thing? Did I send you that?
Yeah, you did.
Isn't it cool?
One thing I will say I do like though is that from what we know, seemingly they are costumes. They're not CG.
I mean,
good.
So far we've only seen That
seen the
little
back of
glimpse of
Freddy.
Springtrap and Freddy.
If that, actually, I think that was a real image in the poster thing. So.
Well, I don't mean to be a
Could have been a
conspiracy.
drawing.
I don't mean to be a conspiracy theorist here, but Freddy's only got one ear. So, like, is that Freddy or is that Fredbear? Is that Golden Freddy? I don't really know from the lighting. I know in behind the scenes photos he looked kind of yellow. So, like, maybe the
And
movie's
also-
about Golden Freddy.
I'm sure you've probably seen that there were some YouTubers that were invited to the set.
And Markiplier was not one of them. You know
No.
why? Because he's secretly in the movie, probably.
Well, yeah, because like, I still stick by it's probably not happening, unless they've told Matt Pat to shut the hell up. Matt Pat needs to be he needed to be the phone guy. Like, come on.
I firmly believe Scott should be the phone guy, but I would love it if, like,
Matt Pat should just be a security guard that gets like taken out like as a cameo.
I was gonna say he should be a corpse. He should be somebody who dies.
that too.
Christy comments.
But the other.
Oh, well, real fast. Christy comments, it's hella creepy that they made real animatronics. Props to the girl for being able to be brave with the role and be near one of those nightmare machines. I gotta be real, I feel like up close and personal, they're probably not all that scary. Like, when they're
And
jumping
plus,
at
like-
you, they're creepy.
Plus, like I said, they did. I think they do move like an animatronic would, but I also think there's probably people in the costumes at points, so that probably helps too.
It still blows my mind because, like, look, I'm not dissing the casting, but, like, in
So we don't know.
Sister Location, Matthew Lillard. No, fuck. William Afton. God, my brain is fried tonight. William Afton had, like, a British accent and sounded all suave. And now Matthew Lillard is going to play him.
Lillard could, maybe he can do one. We don't know.
I mean,
It's
if
possible.
if he does, though, it's going to be so weird because that's Shaggy. That's straight up Shaggy. I know the man has done other
That
stuff,
and-
but he's
Like,
Shaggy.
I'm sure if he does do an accent, I'm sure people will be like, "Why don't you just get a British guy?" Which, yeah, but
I mean,
unless
here's the thing. I'm not anti him, and I'm still going to
it
give the
is
movie
its
a
own
chance.
canon as well, so it could be just William Afton has a different accent.
See, what I'm hoping they do is...
Gex says, "Could hire me." Yeah, there you go.
Well, what I'm hoping they do is something kind of similar to... this is going to be a little self-indulgent for a second, but I don't give a fuck. So me and my friend Kyle, you know, my friend Kyle, you've heard about him once or twice. We have a long-running D&D campaign that's been going for years now, which is called Riddles and Locks, and it's a detective D&D. So we've always talked about making it into a show or something, like writing it into a script or something. But the problem is we kind of break canon every now and then when we do these games. Like, there's no set timeline. They're just one-off episodes. We use whatever characters we want. So we kind of decided, okay, if we make a show, that's the canon. Like, all of these things can be bits and pieces that we use to make the solid timeline. I think that's what this movie should try to do. Like, I think it would be really good if they took everything from the franchise and kind of fine-tuned it a little, because I love FNAF. I love it a lot. But, like, it's getting fucking crazy, man, right? Like, it's getting weird. So, like, I hope they can, like, fix that up a little. Mr. Kid,
And also-
welcome in.
And he also followed you.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Is it Kyle
Kyle
Brafowski?
It might be.
I mean, I just watched a video about... Well, I just watched a video about how apparently the new season of South Park is, like, incredible. Apparently South Park is having a second renaissance, which is crazy to me. South Park's gonna be super popular again, y'all. I can't wait for that. I, of course, know nothing about South Park. and have no interest in the franchise at all. I definitely didn't pressure Christy to start watching it forever ago. I definitely haven't done 2 Let's Plays on the games. And I'm definitely not working on video reviews of the series. That's definitely not happening.
Are you doing it episode by episode or season?
I am...
Can't figure that out yet.
Here's the thing. I haven't started yet. I'm just figuring out the, the layout. But I've been wanting to do those, full show review things for a while. So I'm thinking about doing every episode or every single season. And me and Christy were talking about doing a rewatch together, so, if we end up doing that, I'll have all the reason to, I'm gonna watch these fucking episodes anyways. Might as well do videos on them. Christy, if you want to be in them, you can be. But no, it is not Kyle Brofowski. Unfortunately. That would be so much cooler if I had just a swearing child as my comedic sidekick. But instead I have Pat. Do you feel shame, Pat? Have I shamed you? I don't mind binging all the way through again. It's happening. Sounds like me and Christy are doing a review series. Right here, right now, folks. Pat, you want to watch an episode and review it for me? Let's do it right now. We'll schedule it right now. Who the fuck cares? Out of the entire lineage of South Park, you can review 1. Just 1.
You know what's funny? I lost interest in South Park after the first few seasons, but I have played both. I played all the games, even back to the N64, which is kind of funny.
Now, Pat, I have an important question for you, and I should preface this question with the fact that our friendship does depend on it. Have you seen Imagination Land, the South Park episode?
I have.
Thank God. There are some really good ones later on. South Park is one of those shows. When they started doing Trump stuff, it wavered in quality for a while. But, it seems like it's coming back. And that is really cool. There are some seasons that people don't like. There's one season that people say is bad that I kind of disagree with, because there's this really good episode with Kenny where he, dresses as Mysterion and helps his sister. That episode is good. That's worth the entire season, in my opinion.
Oh! Ooh, not that. When I'm thinking about it. Have you seen what Disney is making in the live action?
You mean when they shit on screen and we had to watch for a minute?
Yes.
What have they done? Christy's just saying no. Christy's just yelling no.
See, all the pictures Christy doing the thing from The Office. No, God, please, no! No!
I'm imagining exactly how it's written when she went, oh God, no, no,
Yeah,
no!
No! We need that animated. No.
What is it? I don't know.
Snow White, which that's not too strange.
Yeah, that was gonna happen.
Fine.
Oh, are you talking about Moana?
Yeah.
I heard about this. I knew this was coming.
The Rock is going to be Maui, but I'm like, why are you doing it, though? What's the point?
The Rock's not... Maui's not unfit, but, the Rock's
Well,
too
see, that's
buff.
also true. Because you think about it, Maui isn't exactly... He's not muscular. He's just big.
I'm just going to say it. I'm a fat guy. He's kind of round. He is buff, don't get me wrong. He is strong.
Well,
but he's round.
He's kind of... He's built like someone who works out, but not like a ton. You know, like that. Like, he's rotund. He's rotund,
Well,
but
he's
not...
a demigod, so his strength
Exactly.
comes from being a demigod.
Yeah.
I honestly
that.
kind
He
of
doesn't
liked
need
that
to-
he was round. It was an original design.
And they're doing Bambi. Help me.
What?
Help me, Jesus.
They're doing Bambi?
You're right. You might need to put down the controller for a minute. Lilo and Stitch.
Okay. I heard about this. I haven't seen Stitch yet. I feel like that movie will live and die on how Stitch looks.
Yeah. How he sounds, too.
I hope they just get the guy. Get the guy.
And...
Where's that
this
last
one
opal?
hurts. This one hurts.
Hmm?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
What? No.
No, yeah.
No.
No.
You...
Disney.
No.
That thing is sacred. That's one of the few sacred... Don't.
You can't. How?
I do...
Oh, I already had the opals. How do you... I'm glad I put the controller down for a second, because I might have dropped it. That blows my goddamn mind. How do you do...
Oh,
guys,
yeah, that's right. Mr. Kid is right. The Aristocats. They're doing that, too.
Why? Why would you do the Aristocats?
Nothing's wrong with the Aristocats. I know some people don't like it. I do. It's fine.
I kind of get it. Little Mermaid, big movie. Gotta make a lot of money. Fucking Lilo and Stitch, classic. People love it.
Yeah, see... Well,
Aristocats is like an underground classic. People just kind of like Aristocrats. Why do that one? I don't get it.
We are Siamese. That's Lady and the Tramp. Yak. They did do Lady and the Tramp already.
Was that scene included?
God, I don't know. I doubt it. If it was, they probably didn't sound like that.
So here's the thing. You know how in one of the last videos we did, I talked about how, like, I don't know if you were there, Pat, but I talked about how, like, I kind of wish M. Night Shyamalan made sequels to Last Airbender, just because I'm curious how he would have ruined them. Like, it's a morbid curiosity. I hate to say it, I'm gonna be there opening night for Halloween Town. I'm gonna be there for Nightmare Before Christmas to watch it opening night, because I gotta know. I gotta know!
Yeah, it's something, it's...
That... Guys, I know I play things up every now and then when I stream. Me screaming "what" was a genuine reaction. It feels impossible. Like, the big thing about that movie is just how big the animation is, how cool it looks, how stop-motion-y it is. How do you make Jack work in live action?
Well, that's what upsets me about it, because it's like, what...
Oh, God, we have to watch a live-action Oogie Boogie. Oh, God. Continue with your thought, Pat. I apologize.
It's just like, what happened... What happened, Tim Burton? What happened to you telling them no? Because they tried to do this before, make a sequel, and he said no. Oh wait, never mind. They probably just threw money in his face.
I mean, to be fair, that would convince me too.
Yeah.
Like, if I made something classic and they were like, let us ruin it, I probably would if they gave me $1 billion.
See, that's what's funny though, because like, actually, fun fact, they did make a sequel, kind of to
the book, the Pumpkin Queen.
Yeah, which I've heard people liked it.
Look, I don't want them to make an actual sequel, like, I don't want that either, but I would massively prefer that to a live-action remake.
Yeah.
That being said, I am so curious now. Like, this is all up in my radar.
If it's anything like Ryuk, how you say his name, in the live-action of Death Note, it'll be equally terrible and terrifying.
Honestly, I kind of like that they didn't show his face a ton in that, though. I kind of liked Ryuk. I'll be real.
You see, I think that it's gonna sound kind of mean, but
go ahead.
Maybe not. But Nightmare Before Christmas, live action. I'm just thinking it's just gonna look like an cheesy emo goth bullshit.
I don't even. Well, first of all,
I don't mind that style, but it's like I don't want that in them to do that to the movie. It's style and
here's the thing. There's one way this can work. There's one way. You gotta, Tim Burton, if you're out there, first of all, you gotta direct it. Second of all, you gotta hone in on what you did with Beetlejuice. You gotta hone in on what you did with fucking Batman Returns. Hell, even dig into a little bit of Alice in Wonderland. You need to make that world look trippy as fuck. If he can make the set look Burton-y enough, we might have something here. That being said, this is gonna be awful. There's no way this won't be awful. Who's gonna play Jack?
Well, see, that's the thing what you just said. It's like, I can see it actually kind of like if they took Tim Burton's like look for like Batman Returns and Beetlejuice, like mix that with Beetlejuice. I think see, I feel like the setting will probably look fine.
The sets could be gorgeous.
But the characters, that's what I'm worried about.
The mayor in CG, because you know they have to do CG on him. The mayor.
Like it'll be a person in like makeup, but then when the head turned, and that'll just be like some. It's like.
Yeah, Christy said the same thing. I said it right as she did.
Mm-hmm.
God, I can't. Nightmare Before Christmas is probably one of my favorite Disney movies, and probably is my favorite Christmas movie. It definitely is my favorite Halloween movie, too. There's not a ton of Halloween movies besides Halloween. But, I don't... Chat, I don't know. Look, I like to be nice. Like, I try to find good things to say about these remakes, because while none of them are all that good, except for Christopher Robin, I'll go to my grave on that, they just... I don't know. They have some decent scenes in them.
Well, see, I think I heard you. Did you mention Christopher Robin?
Yeah, I love Christopher Robin.
No, so did I. Like, see, that was good because they did something different. It wasn't just. It was like I liked it because it was like Christopher realizing, holy crap, I wasn't insane. You know, it was like, or he's just like, wait, am I insane? Like, am I seeing the?
It's kind of a sequel to this one scene in one of the shorts forever ago where Pooh asks, like, no matter how old Christopher Robin gets, will he always remember him? It's kind of a sequel to that conversation, and it is good. It's not bad. It's not the best thing in the world, but as far as movies of this kind go, it's good. It's really good. A solid Winnie the Pooh movie. And also, like, you know, I don't love the CG, but it's not bad. It's not bad CG. If they're gonna make Winnie the Pooh live action, it's probably the best you could do. And here's the thing. I'll give Little Mermaid a little credit. That's the one that's about to drop. Little Mermaid, Ursula looks really good to me. Like, so far, Melissa McCarthy, to me, seems to be nailing Ursula, which blows my mind, because I thought she was going to be the worst thing about the movie, bar none. I really did.
That sounds mean. Me just calling him kid.
There's an actor / filmmaker in the stream? Who?
He's talking about himself.
Oh, is he? Well, what have you been in, Gek? Not Gek, fuck, sorry, kid. What have you been in? Also, please don't spam comment.
I'm assuming he's been in films.
Yeah, but which films? I must know. I'm just saying, I don't know people's Twitch handles. This could be, right here, right now, Andrew Garfield.
That's true.
And if you are Andrew Garfield, I apologize for saying don't spam. Spam away, Mr. Garfield.
Now I'm looking at what movies are coming out for Disney. Peter Pan and Wendy, I knew about that. That's not too odd because, you know, they've done Peter Pan live action before.
I've been in some YouTube short films. That's cool. I'm less upset about the Peter Pan thing because, like, Peter Pan...
It's not like a... Yeah.
Even outside of Disney, Peter Pan has had a really... what's the word I'm looking for? Prolific film career.
To the point... Haunted Mansion movies coming out in July.
Well, it's to the point where I feel like even if it sucks... There's so much Peter Pan shit out there that it's not going to be the worst thing, you know?
Pixar's movie Elemental is coming out. I don't know anything about that.
What do you think of The Rescuers and Great Mouse Detective? I have never finished Great Mouse Detective. I've never seen it. Great. I've heard it's great. I love Rescuers.
The Rescuers Down Under is better, in my opinion, but I do like the first one.
I agree with that too. Christy said, I forgot about the elemental things.
Yeah, so did
Everyone
I.
kind of did, yeah.
Because like, they haven't really done anything like advertising
It
it.
doesn't even look like a Pixar movie. It
No.
just kind of looks like a. And I'm not saying this as an insult. The
Hell
fuckers
yeah.
made the Mario movie, but it
The
kind of
Marvel-
just looks like, Illumination.
The Marvels is coming out this year. I forgot.
Now here's the thing. I am when the trailer comes out, my tone might shift, but I am reluctantly, keyword is reluctantly, excited for this movie. Because while I did not like Captain Marvel at all, it's probably my second least favorite Marvel thing right now. She-Hulk has taken the number one space because that show got annoying. But I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. Miss Marvel's gonna be in it. Fucking Monica Rambeau are gonna be in it. The story looks okay. I'm interested to see some Marvel space stuff, and who knows? Maybe the first movie was just a fluke. Maybe Brie Larson can really pull out a winner with this next one.
Do you think any of those have potential to be? I can see them doing the Great Mouse Detective in live action, like do like a kind of weird.
Here's the thing. Aristocrats is getting a movie. They're all gonna get a movie.
Nothing's safe from being touched.
The second they're like, we're doing Bambi, we're doing Aristocrats, I hate to say it, guys, next up is Fox and the Hound. Fox and the Hound is better than Aristocrats. Aristocats, my bad. So that's coming. That's on the way.
I don't think I've ever seen someone say that's their favorite MCU movie.
Iron Man 3. Huh.
I don't mind it. I've just never...
I don't... Here's the thing. Not my favorite. Don't disagree that it's a good film. Because weirdly enough, after they fixed the Mandarin issue, like now that Mandarin is in Shang-Chi and exists in the world, I went back and watched Iron Man 3. It's fine now. It's okay. They fixed it. It retroactively made the movie better. My favorite MCU thing right now is it's gotta be No Way Home. For a while it was Loki, but like I've seen Loki like 3 times. I love that show. I watched it a lot. I love Loki. I have seen Spider-Man No Way Home 4 times in theaters, probably 6 times on the small screen. That movie makes me smile and makes me feel things that no other movie has made me feel. That movie makes me happy.
I don't think there should be a live-action Tarzan. Well, technically there already is, but that was before the animated one.
I don't know if I would mind a live-action Tarzan. Maybe I'm in the minority.
He's happened before, so it wouldn't be too weird.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about the Peter Pan situation, too. What? Bats! Stop coming back! Why are you doing this?
I forgot they announced an Inside Out, too. That's unnecessary.
Here's the thing. If they age up Riley a little, give her some more serious problems, I think it could still be good. Like, we could have a Toy Story 2 situation where they could have stopped at the first one, but they pull out something really good. I don't know who that is. I apologize, kid. I don't know who Kristen Schaal is. Or Scholl. I also don't know how to read. Aren't they making Toy Story 5? Yes, speaking of unnecessary. Now here's the thing. I thought Toy Story... I said this before it was even coming out. I thought Toy Story 4 was unnecessary. And after seeing the movie, I stick by that. Toy Story 4 is unnecessary. It's not that good. It's not that interesting. And it kind of ruins everything they established in 3. Now, I do not hate the movie. I want to make that clear. But Toy Story 4 is not good, in my opinion. What the fuck are they gonna do with 5? Like, how do you go... How? What's the new story? Is Woody even gonna be in it? What's gonna happen with that? I don't know. I kind of liked what... I know Lightyear didn't end up being all that good, but I kind of liked the idea they were going for with that. Like I wouldn't mind a Woody's Roundup movie or show. I wouldn't mind maybe a story about that with him and Jesse, like in a live action setting, kind of. Well, not live action, but what they did with what's the word I'm looking for here? Lightyear, kind of like that.
I think Gek got lost while eating breakfast.
Or died. That can happen while you're eating breakfast. Get back here, you fucking bird! I need to eat your ass in order to steal your eggs.
Oh yeah, also. Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh.
There's more.
What? What do you mean
there's
there's
more
more? You said 7 movies! Why
They're
are
doing
there
Robin
more?
Hood. Kill me. That's furry bait right there.
You know,
The
would-
original one already is furry bait. God.
I saw some sort of like thing. It might have been on Reddit. It might have been an article. I don't know. I don't really use Reddit that much, so maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But like, I saw something where people were like, you know what would be a lot cooler than these bad live-action remakes? What if they did like a reanimated thing where they completely reanimated the movie in like a different style with a different cast? Like, for example, what if they did like a movie in claymation, or what if they did like a movie in CG that wasn't in CG before? What if they did something like that? And I would like that a lot more than the live-action remakes, strictly because we have so many of the live-action remakes now. Like, I'm not kidding, it looks like they're all getting one. And this Robin Hood one's not... How are they gonna make the Anthro characters look good in live-action? How, I say? Are they even gonna be Anthro characters anymore?
With getting Hercules. Fuck's
I knew
sake.
about this. I'm
In-
kind of okay with it. I'll be real.
Yeah, because it's been live action before. That's not. And we're getting the Sword and Stone. That one's not. That one could be.
That's not
fine.
bad.
That one could
Depending on
actually
who
be kind
they,
of good if they get the setting right.
They got to get someone good to play Merlin.
Oh yeah.
They need a real good actor in that part. Oh god, Jeff Goldblum as Merlin. I don't know if I'd love that or hate that. Maybe both.
There's so many like untitled sequels to shit that have been announced. It's like, why?
Yeah, so what they seem to be trying to do with these live-action remakes is turning them into their own original franchises now, which, on one hand, I kind of respect, because at least it's something new, but I don't know if I like the way they're going about it. They're doing a prequel to Lion King about Scar and Mufasa, even though Lion King is one of the few Disney classics with a pretty solid sequel. Why not just... Their decisions confuse me. They're doing a movie about Gaston and LeFou, which I guess is also probably a prequel because, you know, Gaston dies. Reanimate Robin Hood in the style of Hell of a Boss, that'd be kind of cool. Kid says, not gonna lie, I loved Star Wars 4. Toy Story 4. Saw it 3 times in the theater. I missed seeing Bo and Woody. They were MFEO? Men falling every oval? Is that what that stands for? I have no idea what that fucking stands for. My fans every only? The E has to stand for every. Yeah, no, the people in the chat are like, I'd like a reanimation of Sleeping Beauty. I'd like a reanimation of Robin Hood. It sounds like, if we're not butchering it, people might like it. Like, I know that there's some people like, oh, you just don't like something new. Oh, you just don't like change. It's not that. I like some of the remakes. Like, once again, Christopher Robin is really good. It's just the majority of them are ass. Legitimately ass. And despite popular belief, I don't like going to a movie theater to watch ass. Most of the time. I'm just saying, there's a Magic Mike for everybody. I actually have never seen Magic Mike. Have you?
I have not.
Chad, is Magic Mike good? If people weren't doing full cash grabs BS, well, to be fair, every corporation is doing cash grab BS. Oh, God, Neil, come on, you're so stupid. Okay. No, Neil, you go to the back of the game store to watch ass. That is, so, I don't know if I've told that story on stream yet, Gek, but now we're gonna, because you gave me the setup. So, Gek came to visit me and Skylar. He came all the way from the UK. And I decided one of the cool things to show Gek, like, American culture, was to take him to a flea market, where we observed, like, really weird items, including what looked like a statue of a dude banging a pig, a weird demonic Ronald McDonald doll, and of course, a lot of racist propaganda. You're gonna see a lot of that in flea markets. But we decided to go to the video game store next door, and it's called, I won't say the proper name, but it's got a name. And it's not like a GameStop. This is like, kind of like how Family Video and like Blockbuster used to be. So this game store had a porn section. And since I am immature, I decided we all had to go check out the porn section. And we went in there, and Gek, didn't we put like a copy of Call of Duty back there or something? Didn't we sneak that in behind one of the porns? I can't fully remember. Gek will have to correct me. But there was one called like Anal Torture or something, and we put like a copy of a video game back there. Hoping that one day people would buy it thinking it was porn. Yeah, we don't have those in this country. You don't have porn rooms? How dare. How dare you, Great Britain.
You do have porno stores.
Well, it's not a porno store specifically. It's just one room in the back of a video game store that has a bunch of porn in it. By the way, none of us bought any of the porn. We just kind of went in, looked around, had a giggle at some of the, like, titles. There were some extreme porns in there, by the way. Like, people in Indiana, they got some kinks. By the way, Christy says, Neil, you should know by now I haven't watched many things. Magic Mike is one of those. I mean, fair. But have you seen Magic Mike 2? The sequel to Magic Mike. Magic Miker. Christy says, just a random room with porn, not porn games. Yeah, honestly, no porn games. And Christy, I think you and I should go to the store and complain about that. We could get that fixed. They didn't even have Leisure Suit Larry in there. That would have been perfect. Kid says, by the way, Kristen Schaal is the chick who voices Louise on Bob's Burgers, and Trixie in Toy Story, in the third Toy Story and fourth Toy Story movies. Oh, the girl with the bunny ears. Oh, Vanellope. I know who that is. Oh, God, I'm stuck.
That's not Vanellope. Vanellope is,
Is that not Vanellope?
No, it's Alicia Silverstone. Silverman. Something Silverman. Sarasol?
Wait, those are two separate voices?
Yes.
To me, they sound so goddamn similar.
Kristen Schaal was also Mabel on Gravity Falls.
That wasn't the Silverman lady?
No.
Have we ever seen these two actresses in the same room at the same time? Are we sure? This isn't like a Clark Kent Superman situation?
No, but I know what they both look like, so they do exist differently.
It could be a disguise. Oh, I remember who Kristen Shaw is now. She's been in a lot of stuff. She's been in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, the sequel one, the new one. She's been in a couple other stuff. She's a great actress.
She was in a movie with Batista, but I can't remember what the hell the movie was.
Christy says that genuinely confuses me. Why have a random porn room that doesn't even include porn games? I mean, you know, people want porn, probably, and it's probably for the one or two people who don't realize that porn is all over the internet for free. Ever think about that? We live in a world where we don't have to pay for porn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, isn't that kind of wonderful in its own right? Like, there was a time, man, where you wanted porn, you had to buy a magazine. A fucking magazine. And now we live in a world where if you have a fetish, it's out there. Oh god, I forgot the camera's really spotty on this minigame. Chat, we're gonna take one attempt at this, and then I'm gonna not do it, because this camera is awful. This is really hard to do. And this is just a fuck around stream. If we get it first try, cool. But if we don't, I'm done with this part. Ah, damn it. Fuck. Ah, fuck. There we go. Sarah Silverman was Vanellope. I'm sorry, they sound similar. They do sound similar, right? I'm not crazy there.
Well, you know, I never thought about that until you said that. Yeah, she was doing like a Mabel voice.
Well, chat, we failed. Yep, sorry, Shazza. Your truck is forever stuck here. Fuck you. Ah! Almost got crushed by a boulder. You see, when I usually play this game, I play for, like, completion, and now I'm, like, fighting the completionist in me. Because I just want to fuck around and do fuck around stuff.
Yes.
Did I get enough cogs to get a new boomerang yet? Chat, what is a Disney remake that, as of right now, has not gotten announced that would piss you the fuck off? Because, like, of every project, I feel like Nightmare Before Christmas for me is the one that is untouchable.
Yeah, I was gonna say they've already done it. That one. That one actually makes me pissed off. That's like upsetting.
Well, again, that was a genuine reaction, because in my head I was like, how?
There's an Alice in the chat.
Alice! Welcome!
I'm trying to think. See, I thought you were going to say, what's a remake that you would be okay with? Which, actually, that is another good question.
Christy does look a lot like Mabel. She was commenting about that.
Christy says Sleeping Beauty. I mean...
That's happening,
No, that was
isn't it?
Cinderella.
Well,
No, that was
Maleficent.
Yeah, that
counts.
technically doesn't count, because that's more about Maleficent than it is.
Yeah, true. Well, here's the thing. God, don't make me compliment Alice in Wonderland and Maleficent, but at least those movies were doing their own thing, you know? Like, if each one of these live-action remakes were doing their own thing, surely we would have gotten a couple good ones by now. Surely.
I will say this about Maleficent, and even like you said,
Zimmerman.
Alice in Wonderland. You could tell they tried.
I mean...
They were actually trying, but it didn't turn out well, but they tried.
I mean, I loved Cruella. I thought Cruella was great.
Oh, yeah.
Cruella was real good.
Alice says, what about Wonderland?
Although
Which
I
one
do...
is yours, the cartoon one? I hope it is.
My big problem, though, with Cruella, even though I like the movie a lot, why'd you gotta change the song? Why? Cruella de Vil is one of the most iconic villain songs in history, in my opinion. Why change that? Go ahead. You were saying things, Pat?
Sure. Well, I saw Kid says if Tarzan gets one. Well, see, if they do it to Tarzan, I don't think people would care much because it's been done before. Tarzan's been in live action.
Also, they could change it up a little by making Tarzan an actual musical this time. Like, make Tarzan sing the songs. Like, I'm not saying they're gonna do that, but that's what I would do. They're making a remake of Atlantis too. Apparently, Andrew
So, you know
Garfield
what?
is gonna play Milo.
See, that I'm not against them doing Atlantis.
I am not against Andrew Garfield in general.
No.
So, yeah.
So actually, speaking of back to like the do something a different animation style, you know what movie they should do that with? I'm serious. Probably make it better. Chicken Little.
You know what? I'm not against that. I think you're
Yeah, 'cause
right.
it's like, you can make it good.
Imagine it as like a cartoon. You know what I would like to see? The reverse. Take some of their live action stuff and make it animated. Like, I don't know if I'm in the minority here. I'd love to see an animated Pirates of the Caribbean. I'd fucking love that. I think that would be really
I personally would have liked to see an animated Haunted Mansion.
Uh-huh. Samesies. I agree hardcore. If they took some of these live action things and did like animations of them, I'm not saying they'd be good, but maybe they would be.
Alice says, I enjoy the adaptations of all fairy tales and Never After. I want to say I know what that is, but I don't.
Never After is a D&D show that I watch. And Alice, I agree. I think it's probably the best thing Brennan's ever done because it's become a commentary on storytelling that features like fairy tale characters. It's really good.
What about an animated version of The Parent Trap? I'm thinking. I mean, yeah, why not?
I mean,
they could do it.
I don't really want them to touch The Parent Trap. Like, just let
good
that
God. Gek, go away. Live action Rocko's Modern Life or Shaolin Showdown.
Now look.
Out of either of those, Shaolin Showdown, you could probably do that.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Listen, though. Listen.
No one wants it, but you could.
If I have to live in a world where a live-action version of Heifer exists, where they try to make that cartoon character CG and live-action, I'm gonna destroy Hollywood. I'm just gonna. I have a death god as a cat. I have a lot of good friends with superpowers. Christy has puns that I would consider nuclear. We can destroy Hollywood if we want to. And I will if I have to look at live-action Heifer. That's just what's going to happen.
And also, to add to that, my lists sometimes seem to have power-ups of their own, so, you never know what comes out of my lists.
And I'm just saying, if Pat writes down a list of people who's dead, I'm just saying, Pat might have, like, a Death Note quality to him. A live-action Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends would be badass.
Oh, God.
What? I don't know.
No.
I'd like to see it given the same treatment that Peanuts got, where they, like, did a CG version. Mm-hmm. I could see that with Foster's.
Speaking of that, I like to point out real quick...
Live-action Wilt. Jesus.
That you said that. I like that Peanuts movie. The CG one.
I'm okay with the Peanuts movie. Here's the thing.
They didn't make it like they didn't make it a joke. Like it was.
Here's the thing, and this is the biggest compliment I can give the movie. Hey guys, it feels like Peanuts. It feels like the old Charlie Brown things we'd watch. Now, granted, I'm an adult now. I'm not all that interested in a Charlie Brown story. So for me, it's not like a classic or anything. That being said, not a bad movie. I saw it in theaters. It was really pretty. You also forgot I head up...
MI6.
Remember, Pat, when I straight up guessed Miri's hometown. Oh, damn.
I think so.
Christy also commented earlier. I had to go back to see it. But Christy commented, I would hate it if they tried to do Treasure Planet.
They will.
They will.
That's definitely one that see, that one I don't see it turning out like that one. I could see possibly being okay.
So, would you like to hear my answer? Because obviously Nightmare Before Christmas, but would you like to hear my other answer for an animated movie they just shouldn't do? Live action. They should not do Emperor's New Groove. They can't.
No.
Emperor's New
Yeah.
Groove is the most, and I say this as the biggest compliment in the world. It's one of the most cartoony movies I've ever seen in my life. The idea of taking that out of the cartoon setting and trying to do a live action Yzma and trying to do like a live action Cusco and Kronk and the llama, it just wouldn't work. It would be awful. Even if you got John Goodman to come back as Pacho, which, granted, would earn some brownie points with me, I still don't think it could be good. God, if they tried El Dorado. That's not a Disney movie.
But no, but I
wouldn't want it.
Well, there's certain characters like the female in it. Well, actually, no, they'd still make her sexy.
Yeah, live action Shell would be. But knowing current casting, they'd get someone like big, like Nicki Minaj as Shell or something. I would not like that.
Mr. Kid said that he's an hour away from Pixar. What does that mean? Oh, if that's the case, we know what state you're in.
Pixar Studios?
Yeah, I'm saying if that's the case, we know what state you're in.
We're gonna find where you live, kid.
And he says, "Call me Carl." Are you Carl from Up?
We're gonna find out where you live, Carl.
Yeah, we already know what your house looks like, Carl. It's the house with the balloons on it.
Oh yeah. We're gonna put you in the sky and make you hang out with a Boy Scout. That's what that movie's about, right? Torturing an old man with a child.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And a dog.
Yeah. Squirrel.
I'm sure Glenn Close would probably pass as Yzma. God, Gek, now you're making me like the idea. Stop it.
Yeah,
Stop
I know,
it,
that's the thing. It's like there's some... See, like, casting could probably be fine, but it's like I don't want to see it still, you know?
I feel like Patrick Warburton might be too old to play Kronk now, and that's really sad. Because how can you do Kronk without... I just wouldn't like it. I wouldn't... It's just too... It's too cartoony. It's too iconic. The idea of real people doing it... No, I'd much rather see like a Broadway show or something with Emperor's New Groove. And even then, like... It's just best as the cartoon. Just keep it the cartoon. They're not doing a ton of Broadway shows anymore with Disney, and they should do more of those.
Someone just posted in the server I'm in, it says, it's a picture of a dinosaur, and it says, growing up sucks because no one asks about your favorite dinosaur anymore. Yeah. Oh, did I ever have a favorite dinosaur?
Rob Schneider is Kronk!
God.
Speaking of South Park. Rob Schneider, doop-de-doop. Doop-de-doop-doop-doop-doop-doop. A carrot.
You know, I will say this. Gek, I've never heard some... you know, I don't know about you, Neil, but when I say I'm going to eat breakfast, how long is that? That takes me, what, like... barely any time? I don't know about you.
Yeah, Gek, why is
But
it
Gek,
taking
like,
you...
dang, he takes his time.
Why are you eating your breakfast so slow, Gek? We're harassing you. You need to join the
Gek,
stream.
you're supposed to shovel food in your face. Don't you remember? Don't you know
What
that?
you're
That's how
doing
it
is
works.
less important than us.
You're not supposed to relax while you eat. You know that, right? You're supposed to shove it in your face.
You see, Pat, I'm not a good example for this because sometimes I'm like you, sometimes I eat food fast.
Mm-hmm.
There are times when I can eat food over like a period of an hour and a half. Usually when I'm watching a good movie. A live action dinosaur remake? Here's the thing. I didn't like the dinosaur movie. So like, if they want to remake it, I don't really care. And I gotta admit, I do like how CGI dinosaurs look, so. Who knows? Maybe that could be their big hit. Where are you, you fucking tiny little seahorse sons of bitches? I'm gonna kidnap all these seahorse eye. That's the plural seahorse, right? Seahorse eye?
Sure.
I'm going with it. Heck, it's a Gek. I said, heck, it's a Gek. By the way, we'll be talking about the new Star Wars shit later too, Pat. We gotta. I'm actually doing a
Star
video
Wars shit?
tomorrow about Star Wars. Yeah, have you heard about the Star Wars shit?
No.
Pat, you haven't heard? Oh my god. Chat,
What,
we have an
Ahsoka? What,
exclusive.
trailer?
No, no, no. Oh my god, I'm so excited. They announced a ton of new shit. Gek, are you here? Are you in the void?
I'm here.
Welcome.
Well,
back.
I looked. Like, the only thing I saw was, like, they've just announced, like, a bunch of untitled projects coming. Unless they've announced.
My sweet Pat. They have announced some other stuff too. They announced that they are doing a sequel to Rise of Skywalker, which is going to be about Rey. They're going to do a movie about Rey restarting the Jedi Order. We haven't lost Gek. Gek's still here. Say hi, Gek.
Hi, Gek.
How dare you accurately do what I asked you to?
That's wrong. You're supposed to.
You're supposed to just say hi. You're supposed to not listen to me all the way.
You were saying?
Well, along with that, there is also going to be a Star Wars movie which is called... it doesn't really have a name yet, but it's directed by the guy who did Clone Wars, Dave Filoni, and it is essentially the combination of all the current Disney Plus shows. So it's going to be like a movie that features The Mandalorian. It's going to be a movie with Ahsoka in it. It's going to have Clone Wars references. It's going to have Bad Batch references. It's going to have references to Rebels and stuff. It's essentially going to be the combination of what they've been building towards with all the animated stuff and the current live action stuff. So that's coming. And I think that's pretty cool. And finally, they're doing a original movie about the first ever Jedi who ever existed. We don't know a ton about that one yet. But those are the... Jeff the Jedi. Jeff, a Star Wars story. Yes, Pat?
I don't know what they're talking. There's this news headline here. It's about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Have you seen this?
I don't think I have.
Apparently, one of the
some Teenage
comics that's
Mutant
been
Ninja
going
Turtles.
on right now, because it's a crossover with Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm. That? What are you about to tell me?
It's a crossover with Power Rangers, and so apparently the comic has confirmed that there is a fifth turtle. Where?
Which one?
Where'd he come from?
Technically, there's two fifth turtles, and if you count the comics, there are even more turtles. Like, apparently there's like a whole nother team of turtles. I haven't read all the comics for the records, but originally there was going to be a turtle named Kirby, who was like, the artist he's referencing is Jack Kirby. Then there was a female turtle in one of the shows called Venus de Milo.
Mm-hmm. Turtle boobs.
Turtle tits.
Christy says, when are we getting a
Reptiles
Chad
don't have
Trooper?
tits.
When are we getting a Chad Trooper movie? That's in the works.
Yeah, well, I can't really disclose a lot of information about that.
We're trying to find directors for that.
Yeah, we're looking at directors. For some reason, Chad is
got
very
B-line,
picky
yeah.
about this.
Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan and Michael Bay are both on the list, unfortunately. Chad has taste, I guess. We are also, weirdly enough, probably going to hire Tim Burton, but Chad just wants to hire him so he can make fun of how his face looks. Which I don't even really get, because Tim Burton, he's not a bad-looking guy. I don't really know. Yeah, the movie's on the way, but development hell. We'll get there eventually. Honestly, I'd just love to have my own, Chad Trooper helmet. Have you seen the Chad Trooper helmet, Gek?
No.
So, essentially, I designed it because Chad's very pro the Empire. So I was like, just cracking jokes, and Skylar was like, "What do you look like, Chad?" And I was like, "I'm like a stormtrooper in Daisy Dukes with a rainbow-colored lightsaber and like a chest plate with little pictures of like me beating up the rebels." And then I also mentioned that since he loves Palpatine so much, his mask has like a decal of Palpatine's face. And there's art of it too. It's out there. I'll get it for you later and send it to you. But
It's canon.
Chad looks
It's canon in the Kneale-verse.
awful. Oh yeah, Chad has art. He's on my Twitch page. Send it to me too. You haven't seen the Chad art? Okay, we're taking a break from the stream to do this right now then. I have to find it. It's been a little bit since I've looked at the Chad art, I'll be honest with you. But let me just get it up. By the way, Gek, what Disney movie do you hope never gets remade? So help you God.
There's one which I do hope gets remade, though. I don't know about ones that I don't. Oliver and Company.
Oh God.
But you see, I'm not against that with you, but like, I don't know. Are the cats CG? Are the cats and the dogs CG?
No, that's hand drawn.
I haven't shown Christy Chad? Damn.
I don't know, it's just like, Why Should I Worry has been like one of my biggest songs listening to growing up.
Christy
It's
says,
one
"How
of my favourite
dare
Disney
you?"
films.
After all we've been through, Octodad, Danganronpa, but none of that mean anything. Uh-oh.
Is this like a problem with our relationship? Am I gonna have to sleep on the couch?
You'll get canceled, Neil.
Christy, I'll make it up to you. You can be in the Chad Trooper movie. You can play Chad Trooper's daughter, whatever we named her.
You'd just be a small cameo, like a background character.
Canonically, I don't know how deep in the lore you are, Gek, but canonically, Chad Trooper is a single dad with 2 kids. And one of them is named Tad, and the other one is named, like, something Ad, like a girl name with Ad at the end. I know you've said that before. There is... can't believe I'm talking about this on stream. There is a list somewhere, I'd have to find it, but there is a list of Chad Trooper lore, because I realized forever ago that I was going to forget it all.
Mm-hmm.
And I did. There's so much lore about Chad that has just been lost to time.
I don't remember, Neil, if I told you... See, you know that website I get all the icebergs from, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the longest time, I was like, it would be handy if I could just have them all in one spot. I failed to realize that there was a favorite feature where I could just have them all right there.
Did you write out all the lists, Pat?
I didn't write them. They're like literally on the website. It's like I just hit the star next to the iceberg and it saves it, so I can see them all.
I have secured the art of Chad Trooper, so you guys should be seeing that in a minute. I don't have it on my phone anymore, so I had to like go to my emails. Now that I have this art, I might start putting him in thumbnails. Maybe Chad will be in the thumbnail for this video. We talked about Star Wars. We can throw him in there. But once again, I've left nothing out. It's literally just everything I described. It's a stormtrooper in Daisy Dukes holding a rainbow-colored lightsaber with his fucking weird-ass mask.
So, by the way, there's been these icebergs I've had.
To add him to have some thigh highs as well.
I mean, just you wait. Go ahead.
There's been these icebergs that I've had that I'm like, I want to share them. But the problem is, one of them I don't know enough people, at least I don't think, I might be wrong, I feel like I am going to be very wrong, that there's one that I don't know and many people who know enough about it.
Mm.
And the other one, I feel like I don't know if people want to hear about it.
What are the icebergs?
The one iceberg, the one where I don't know if I know enough people who know enough about it, is a Hell of a Boss / Hasman Hotel iceberg. I don't know.
I don't object.
I don't know how much. Well, do you I know you've watched it, but I don't know how much you know. Gak, I don't know if you watch it.
I watch Hell of a Boss, yeah, all of it.
Have you seen the newest episode?
Yes.
Okay.
I am behind on Hell of a Boss, but I don't mind spoilers. I think it might have been Mads, Christy, short for Maddie.
We'll tell you this.
Kneale, what the fuck?
We have met.
Gak saw Chad. Look, is it not what I described?
I don't expect to see the bulge.
Why would I not include the bulge?
But let's just say this.
It's so big, it's not even on the entire picture.
Actually, we're going to ask, how many people in the chat does Kirsty watch Hell of a Boss? Do we know this? I feel like Kirsty does.
Kirsty has, yes.
Okay.
We used to talk about Hell of a Boss. No?
Damn it, Kirsty said.
Oh,
what the hell were you guys talking
that's
about
my
then?
other friend. Here's the thing. I religiously confuse Kirsty for everybody else in my friend group. Well, honestly, it's like people are probably like,
I know.
Well, here's the thing. People are probably like, oh, you're such a bad friend. You can never remember the conversations you have with Kirsty. Me and Kirsty talk so fucking much that I just kind of assume if I had a conversation with someone, it was Kirsty.
I know that the only thing I know, Skylar likes Luna. I know that. I mean,
he does.
I mean,
my buddy Kirsty.
Exactly.
But let's just say this: for the latest episode of Hell of a Boss, we've met. Why am I forgetting his name? We've met Moxie's dad, and he needs to die.
Is he a bad guy?
Yes, he's a piece of shit. He needs to die.
He's a gangster.
His name's Crimson. That name's cool, which sucks. It's like, no, he needs to die. Don't give him a cool name.
Name him
I'm not
Rebecca.
going to give spoilers. He did kill someone who kind of deserved it.
Beck's gonna get mad at me for saying that.
Yeah. But
oh, damn it.
there's not.
You need to get more
and the other iceberg. So I know we're definitely gonna do the Hasman Hotel one, but the other one is controversial internet figures. You see why I think we're just share that.
You know, I think we should do the Hell of a Boss one. I do not look, Pat. I love you. I refuse to be in a stream where the primary topic is Logan Paul. I refuse it. I refuse.
He's just going to edit the entire things about Logan Paul off the stream.
He just uses all of my words and, like, mixes the audio. I think Logan Paul is the best. I love how he doesn't suck.
Throw on, like, a deep fake as well, just to...
Kneale, how do you feel about Logan Paul? He is my favorite dad. Oh god, the AI is screwing up.
It's like that app from Zootopia, or Zootropolis, depends on where you live. With Gazelle in. I think Chief Bongo is the best.
I have not seen Zootopia in forever. I have seen it. I actually lost a bet and had to see Zootopia, which I'm not. Here's the thing.
They can't live action that. That's one thing I will say.
Well, just wait. Look, now that fucking Moana is going to go to live action, it's gonna happen. We're gonna get a live action Tangled. We're gonna get a live action Wreck-It Ralph. We're gonna get a live action Toy Story.
Hair.
Oh my god, you're right. That's weird on its own.
It's bad enough him going, the hair, the butt, when he's got no hair at all in real life.
I know it's a lot, the bald, the bod.
When you're staring at a demigod.
Green Fox Dragon, you blew yourself up.
I know we're getting a Zootopia 2. Thank God.
Which I'm okay with. I'm okay with the Zootopia too.
Yeah.
Of all the newer ones announced, I think that one's the big win.
You know what's sad? I'm looking at this iceberg. I'm like looking over it real quick, and I'm like, that's not good. At the very some of the stuff, the stuff at the very top. I'm like, huh? God dang, I feel bad. I know this show. I like the show. Why the fuck don't I remember shit?
Did I not get that Thunder Egg? Is that... The problem with this game is...
If you heard that, that was my phone.
Oh, I thought that was some sort of creature. I thought that was like a monkey or
It's
something.
a sound effect from Donkey Kong Country 2. It's one of them. It's one of them in the barrel.
I was gonna say, it sounded like a macaque.
They sound like monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
Macaques are monkeys.
Anyway, let's see. Okay, I know this. Actually, we'll do that. I'll share each entry, and I'll see if you two know what the hell it is.
I probably won't. I'll be real. Just right
Unless
out
it's
the
to do with
gate.
a specific character. Do you know who the Morning Star family is?
That's the has been hotel characters, right?
Mm-hmm. That is the new last name of what the fuck's her name? Charlie.
Isn't it Millie's family? No, Charlie.
Yeah. She used to be called Magna or something, but then they changed it to Morningstar, which I prefer.
Yeah, I like it too.
That's Has Been Hotel.
Yeah, that's why I said Hell of a Boston has been Hotel.
Yeah.
It's the same universe, so.
Okay.
Angel Dust's Addictions. He was...
Was he addicted to the...
Well, considering his name is a drug name, so I'm assuming that's probably what he was taking.
Cocaine.
He's
And Angel
forever
Dust is
gonna
the
have a
other thing,
fucking
bro.
reason to send. I was obsessed with that song for a little bit. It's so catchy.
Redesigns.
It is. It's also really depressing, the video.
Oh yeah, the music video
So
made it shocked me. I did not like it at first.
The redesigns, that is referring to some of the characters in Has Been Hotel. They have been redesigned.
Yeah, because the show's coming out soon, right?
Mm-hmm. Some of them you can barely tell, some of them you can tell, but I don't mind most of the redesigns.
Christy, you'd probably like Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss. It's essentially it's a free show on YouTube, full of swearing, full of demons, and knowing your comedy style, you'd really like it. When we hang out, because it's also kind of short, I might show you an episode if we have time. Well, actually, we're going to be bowling and stuff, so like maybe we won't have time, but
Actually, this is a good question. See, Christy, are you like me, where the more people talk about something, the more it turns you off to it? Because if that's the case, you won't hear me say...
Like Star Wars.
You won't hear me try to get you to watch it.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
What, Star Wars?
No, being asked to watch things a lot. I believe you and I were in the same boat.
Like,
Pat.
I hate it. Oh, Christy's the same way.
Here's the thing. I don't hate it. Like, I understand. Because when you recommend a show to someone, it means you like it. I get that. I don't like it when people get rude about it, where they're like, why aren't you watching this show? Like, me and Christy have recommended shows to each other, and like, we kind of just trust the other to watch it eventually. I think that's the good way to do it.
Let's see, the Rings
The thing which
of
pisses me off... Sorry. The thing which pisses me off a lot of the time is when someone recommends me a show, I get halfway through watching it, and they go to, have you got up to this point yet? Have you... And completely spoiling the next bit, which I'm about to watch. And I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. The Rings of Hell. I know that's it's like a, wait, help me. That's like a thing in hell that they were like levels, but I didn't know they did that in the show. Overlords. That is referring to some of the characters in Has-Been Hotel. The fuck's his name? There's the one with the guy with a TV for a head. I don't know what the fuck his name is.
For the life of me, can't remember.
And I think Alistair is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think Valentino is one of them. He's the one who needs to die.
Oh yeah, I don't like him.
In the most violent way possible.
Speaking, actually, this is a bit of a tangent, Pat, but we will return to Hell of a Boss, I promise. But, speaking of shows me and Christy have recommended to each other, Christy actually got me to watch this one show, which started out really good. I don't know if I've ever talked about it on stream. Christy, what's the name? Is it called The Therapist or something? It has Steve Carell in it, and it starts out really good. It's about this guy who's kidnapped by a serial killer who doesn't want to kill people anymore. Like, the serial killer is like, hey, I want to not feel the urge to kill people anymore. You are a therapist. Help me. So that's kind of the premise of the show. And it starts out really fucking cool. Like, it's about this guy who is kidnapped and under duress having to give this guy a bunch of, like, therapy and, like, help him out and advise him to not act on, like, homicidal urges. And also, he's been kidnapped, so he's got to deal with, like, being tied to, like, a bed, being, like, not being able to leave and shit like that. It's
called The Patient, Christy says.
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty damn good show, and they completely ruin it at the end. So, I think that when it comes to, like, storytelling and stuff, the most important episodes are the first episodes and the last episode. The first one was really good. The last one was bad. And ruined everything they set up.
There's a gremlin in your chat.
Cat Boo the Gremlin, welcome in. That's something to join to. Us shit-talking the patient. Christy says, it fucking flopped. You're unleashing a beast by talking about this again. I mean, it was a good show for a little bit.
Exterminations. That is referring to, in Has-Been Hotel, the only thing we have, they mention that's what angels do occasionally. They show up and kill people. The people of hell, for some reason. But they're already dead.
I always wondered, where do they go if they go to hell and they die?
Don't they just come back later? Like, isn't that the thing? Like, isn't it they go back to hell?
Holy crap.
Okay, fucking bats.
Oh, really? No shit? Hell of a Boss is a spin-off of Has-Been Hotel. Yeah.
Really? Holy shit!
I would never have guessed.
Easter eggs in both shows? Yeah, there's a bunch of, like, references to each other in the shows. I can't think of one specifically, but I know there is.
I think Hell of a Boss is better. I don't think I'm in the minority about that anymore either.
Luna has syphilis. According to one of the episodes, yes, she does.
Mm-hmm. It's coming.
And yet she still seems to go out and enjoy herself. She don't give a fuck. Stolitz has an affair with Blitz. No shit. That, you know, I remember when they first started watching the show and I saw that, I'm like, well, I can't like Stolas, but then they kind of they see what they did. They fleshed it out. So now I can like Stolas.
I never used to like Stolas. I used to think he was incredibly pompous. I'm just like,
now,
they showed how much
now I actually like him.
Yeah, so they showed how much of a monster his wife is. So
now here's the thing. I find censoring of swear words really funny. So when they did that one phone call with Stullis, where they kept censoring all of the fucked up shit he wants to do with Blitz, I instantly liked him. And then when they fucking had him sing "You Will Be Okay," Christy, I have to send you that song. That might get you into the show. "You Will Be Okay" is such a gorgeous, beautiful song.
This one's incorrect. Oh, I don't believe this one. Luna is adopted. Nah. You mean Blitz didn't have a hellhound somehow?
They even go back into the story of that,
Where she came
he
from.
adopted her. Yeah.
Alistair, Nifty, and Husk correlations. Alistair, Nifty, and Husk, they are 3 characters in Hazbin Hotel. Alistair is the, he kind of designed like a deer, I guess. Nifty is the short one with the one eye that he pulls out of nowhere to clean. And Husk is the... It's like
Bartender.
a cat with wings.
The alcoholic bartender.
I don't know what the correlations are, but like they do know each other, clearly. But we don't know why, at least not yet. I'm gonna say well, I was about to say they fucked with Alistair.
Oh yeah, I gotta do the
Asexual.
wombat race. I forgot.
What do you do, my...
Oh
I can
my
suck your
fucking
dick.
god.
No.
No.
Guys. The last episode of Owl House is on YouTube for free. Oh my god. It's happening. I am gonna watch the shit out of that when I end the stream.
Where am I?
That's another show you'd probably like, Christy. Owl House. I would say, just to finish my thought about Owl House, I would say if there's one show that is a, air quotes, sequel to Gravity Falls in terms of like style and comedy, it's Owl House.
So I like how one of the entries is just hell. So yes, that's where the show takes place.
You're getting sassy with this, Pat. I love it.
Alistair, we talked about him. He's like I don't know what I mean, he's a demon, but I don't know what the hell's his nickname? The Radio Demon.
Radio Demon.
And he
The back story with him, he was a serial killer. But
and
he
he
only
seemingly
killed...
is from New Orleans, just because he's I think he's
He only
mentioned
killed
like
bad people.
he's mentioned like it's like I don't know if he's mentioned specific food, but he's kind of... Actually, I don't know where the southern thing comes from. Maybe it can't be his voice. Well, actually, I think it might be his voice. You know, his voice is more like a radio.
It's like that transatlantic accent. Like a mixture between British and American.
Let's see. I didn't expect to see him on here. Matt Pat / Film Theory. Yes, he did one video about Hazbin Hotel.
Did he? Oh,
Yes.
shit.
It's... I haven't seen it, but it's basically him guessing what the show would be, like where it's going, but... Okay, this one I don't understand. I'm frightened to look. The FNAF Wiki versus the Hazbin Hotel Wiki. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why?
Why can't we
Let's
have
see.
nice things?
Who bitched and moaned? What happened?
Why can't we have nice things? Oh, god damn it, my ass. I fell.
It's not the first time you said that, Neil.
Yeah, well. It won't be the last
Let's see.
either.
Okay, so apparently, some reason, excuse me, the
You're not
Has
excused.
Been fandom found out apparently some people for the FNAF wiki, which I don't understand because what the fuck's this got to do with you people? Apparently they were fucking around with the FNAF people were fucking around with the Has Been Hotels wiki.
Why?
I don't know. And then apparently they were messing with the creator of the show, Vivzy. It's like, why?
What? Why?
It also says Scott Cawthon versus Vivzy Pop. Scott Cawthon has nothing to do with this. That I can tell you right now. That's the FNAF fans. That has nothing to do with Scott. People just like to do that because
Keep
you
it
know
short.
he made the thing, so it's like, oh yeah, it's his fault, right? Is that how that works?
Where the hell is the Speedy thing? By the way, I sent Christy the song "You Will Be Okay" from Hell of a Boss. So if she watches it, maybe we can get a review.
Let's see.
A
Luna
Christy
is.
view.
So we're going to the next. We're actually on the iceberg now. We're on the tip, just the tip.
Give me that tip, Daddy.
Luna is 22 years old. Yes, she is.
Clip it.
Luna is 22. We know that. And I believe I can't remember how much older Millie said she is. She's only like 5 years older than her, so she's like 27.
Well, they portray Luna as like the rebellious millennial of the team. So like,
And
makes sense
Merch-
that she'd be a little younger.
merch drops.
22 isn't millennial, that would be Zuma.
Merch drops. Merch drops. That's because they do that a lot. They have a lot of merchandise for the show that gets.
They do. I've got a striker pin and shirt.
Striker's another one I hate it. It's like I
You don't.
I like
you hate him.
No, I like Striker, but it's like, but he's a bad guy and he's trying to kill Stola, so he needs to die.
No, he doesn't.
He does.
Pat, listen.
Then again,
It's
I don't
okay.
like Stella, but I don't want her to die, so that's what's kind
He's
of
just a mercenary.
Pat, it's okay
Someone
to be
paying
evil.
him to do the job.
It's okay to be evil if you're fuckable. That's the one thing. As long as you're like hot, it's okay if you're a bad person.
You know, that could be the thing for the show itself. Like it's like it's okay to be if someone's a jackass and they're hot, it's fine.
This person
Blitz
was
is
a dick to me. Yeah, but they look fine while doing it.
Let's see, Blitz's family. Well, I didn't go through his family. Let's see, what we got here? Where the hell is his family? Where the hell is it? Where'd they go? They disappeared. There they are.
What the hell is family? What is this
Blitz
concept?
has a twin. Blitz has a twin sister named Barbie.
He does.
Barbie Wire, to be specific. We have seen her, but only in the background on posters.
Margot Robbie's playing her in the upcoming movie.
Actually, the hell are you talking about? We're not talking about that Barbie.
I
And his dad is named Cash, which I love that. His dad's name is Cash Buxo. I love that. And we don't know his mom's name. I don't even know. Well, we've seen her, but we don't know what.
Oh, I need to do the stupid mission with the blues in order to... Oh, God. We're gonna have to do that janky mission again, chat. Damn it.
Also, Blitzo, when he is a child, is absolutely adorable.
Also, welcome in, Sky.
Who?
That
Who
Sky
was
guy.
that? Oh, yeah.
Not me.
You know that one guy called
Oh.
Sky?
We're talking about Has-Been Hotel and Hell of a Boost. We talked
Hell of a
about
Boost.
we talked about how you like Luna and she's hot.
Damn it.
She is.
Shit, fuck.
She is.
Tits. Alright, there we are.
Male
Lucifer-
Luna too.
Lucifer's Lucifer's fall from hell. Huh? I know who Lucifer is. That's Charlie's dad.
Dad, right?
Yeah. The people who I seen a lot of people on the internet say Markiplier should voice him, which I'm like, yes. For God's sake, please. I don't.
Still can't believe the Barbie movie is being made. I don't mind the trailers for the Barbie movie. I think it might be getting a little overhyped, though. I specifically remember the joke where it's like, "I'll beat you off right now." Guys, this is not that funny. Ah, God damn it, we lost. We were so close.
Let me do something quick.
I mean, the Barbie movie could be good. It looks really... Oh, God, this fucking janky-ass camera. No, I can't. Fuck. Get down there. Ah,
Okay.
damn it.
Alistair and Pet.
Serpentious.
Yeah, thank you. Their beef. What is their beef? We don't know that yet. They don't like each other, but we don't know. I feel like my guess is that knowing the way Alistair is, I feel like Serpentious probably was not a kind person, and Alistair knows this because Alistair, he hurts bad people. That's what he does.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't hurt innocent people, despite the fact that he looks like he would. I guess that's kind of the point. Because he's intimidating, but you know.
Him as a mass murderer in life, he only killed the bad people.
Wonderland. Wonderland, I think that's referring to that theme park that we've seen a bunch. I can't remember what the hell the whole full name of it is. Don't know the apple for a mascot. What the fuck's it called?
I can't remember either, but they have that animatronic who's voiced by the guy who plays Beetlejuice in the musical. That's all I know.
One who's in a relationship with Asmodeus.
Sure.
That's Fizzaroli.
Yeah, that guy.
Lululand.
Lululand? I think so. I think the Wonderland might be where the cherubs are from.
Possibly.
The angel people.
Alistair is the Axeman of New Orleans. That is a theory. I've heard that. Like, he is a serial killer, but that, I mean, you know, that would make sense. Because maybe that's where the southern thing comes from. You know, I can picture him as like a Cajun guy, just a Louisiana boy.
Lululand is from Hell of a Boss, Christy. It's like this theme park in the Hell of a Boss universe.
Cherry Bomb's father. What about? I know who Cherry Bomb is. We don't know anything about her.
It's a good song.
Cherry Bomb is that. I think we only see her in Has Been Hotel. She's in the.
Cherry Bomb.
She's in the music video. Yeah.
Huh. This only appears after I do the Shazam mission.
I don't know why it says father. You know, I don't know why it's written this way. It says Cherry Bomb's father / it says /X. Now, hold on a minute. You going that? No. Iceberg. We ain't going that way. I don't know what you're talking about, Iceberg. You scaring me. We're gonna move on.
Probably or X rather.
Yeah. Oh, we don't know anything about technology in Hell. Yes, they have cell phones. They have
Hell phones.
TVs. They got TVs. Yeah.
Do they call them hell phones?
You're as bad as Christy for the puns.
You guys got to get me away from her.
Moxie.
Take me away.
Moxie's anxiety attacks. Yes, they've mentioned that before. I think I don't know if we've seen him start to go into one, but we don't. You know, he has them.
Christy comments, Kneale, I'm proud. Here's the thing, I like good puns. It's just some puns that Christy has done
Too big of a fan of that.
are awful.
Let's see. Imps.
You're a little quiet, Sky.
Talking to myself anyway.
Oh, okay.
Imps are those are the tiny demon. Well, not all of them are tiny, but
Oh, you know the puns I'm talking about, Christy. They're the ones you say, and then you send that one emoji that's so smug. They're the ones that you know are gonna get a reaction. You know the ones. You know the puns.
I don't know this one. What the hell? Hunicast? What's
Ow.
Hunicast? Oh.
Okay, well, I'm only missing one guy.
I don't know what Hunicast is. Oh, here it is. Honeycast. Oh, Honeycast.
Oh, by the way,
Honeyca-
well, before we continue, we should backpedal a little and inform Skylar about the amazing new live-action Disney remake on the way. Have you heard about this guy?
No.
They're doing a live-action Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh boy.
Yeah, how, right? Because, like, how? How do you do that one live action? Doesn't add up. Gek says they do be punny. Gek, don't encourage this. Even though I oftentimes encourage this and support Christie's puns, don't encourage this.
Yeah, I support my friends.
Let's see. Honeycast is a series of live streams hosted by Ashley Nichols and co-hosted by Michael Kovac. He was
Kovac?
Kovac. He was keyword. He was the voice of Angel Dust. Angel Dust will sound.
They changed it.
Yeah, we don't know who's doing it yet, but
Nice. Christie redeemed the funny number. Someone got fired, Christie. This isn't nice. Oh, I went to the
character Instagram accounts. Yes, some of the characters have Instagram accounts. Octavia did until people decided to be that word to her and
nice
to the account.
Christie redeemed the funny number again.
That was Gek.
Oh, that was Gek. Fuck you, Gek.
Ask
case people wondering why that's a problem, Octavia in the show was 17. So any of you know. Stop having impure thoughts.
Octavia's a dope character, though. She's probably my favorite character in the whole show.
You can have impure thoughts about Stolas. Do that.
I will.
You act as if we don't already.
Because I don't know how old he is. He's probably older than he looks. Because that's usually how that works with demons.
Oh, shit.
Definitely older than Octavia.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it. You had to go in.
I would hope so, because if that's the case...
That's how being a parent works.
Rocky Raccoon.
Damn it.
Who's Rocky Raccoon? Oh! Rocky Raccoon is a YouTuber who seems to have... this person makes those weird, not cheap, but they're weird animations on YouTube, and a lot of them involve Luna and Roxy from FNAF. Yes.
Are they like
A lot of
porn?
As much as the safest you can get on YouTube.
I was gonna say, I can't imagine someone making an
it's like as close as
animation
you
of
can
those
do
characters and
to
not.
YouTube. It's the closest you can get to that on YouTube. Basically, that's what he does.
Wow, we had a major hindrance, and yet we're still probably gonna beat Rex at this race. This is
You're
awesome.
having a bonza time.
Yes.
Instagram drama. Yeah, that we just talked about that.
Earlier he said Beauty Butler Bonza. Like he said all the B's, and I just added in a bitches at the end.
Bitch.
It was great. Yeah. This mission is stupid because it's easy and also annoying.
Hell Society Pyramid. Yeah, there seems to be like social rankings still. Well, we got our first ship name. We're gonna ship some characters together.
Oh god. What is this, Tumblr?
Charlister. No.
Charlister?
No.
Yeah, Charlie and Alistair.
I prefer
First off,
Chitzo, thank you very much.
Number one, Charlie is taken. And I know that internet don't give a shit, but I do. And number two, Alistair is asexual, which Doesn't mean he
can
can't
still
feel
be-
nothing. Yeah, he can still fall in love, but, you know, he's not. That's not what he's interested. He's not interested in sex. Then we have Stolitz, which that is a thing.
He's just
anyway.
interested in murdering bastards.
Valentino and Angel Dust really.
Hello.
Well, it's a party up in here. The
Up
party don't start till LV walks in. Don't stop, make it rock. Elvish, blow my speakers up.
Husk was in the Vietnam War. Yeah, that's a theory for Husk. Was where he came from. He was. I
No
don't know
one's
why
gonna
they picked him.
comment on that awful joke I just did. Okay, you guys are good friends.
We're silently judging you.
You said up in here, and I said up in here again, like the echo.
I was talking about when I sang the fucking song. Christy is 98% gay today. Dang, Christy. You're only 2% hetero.
True demon forms. So I don't. Well, we've seen. Well, we know Alistair has like a true demon form. We know Stolas does. Well, actually, Stolas we've seen that like red and
When
black.
he killed those two agents.
And we've seen a shadow of Angel Dust where he just seems to get more arms, but we don't know what exactly.
Also, welcome in, LV. I forgot to say it earlier. Oh, shit. I dropped my
How are
controller.
you more gay than me today?
Well, you know, I woke up this morning and just kind of stared
Felt
at a picture
fabulous?
of Jason Momoa and then went about my day.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do it. Jason Momoa, he should play Maui. He's closer than Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Ironically.
I mean, Dwayne
Okay.
Johnson is Samoan.
Yeah,
He
but
portrayed
he,
as one of his ancestors in the character.
he just doesn't really look like Maui specifically to me. I think he's too buff.
Is it the lack of hair?
I think he's too bald.
That
He's
too.
Yeah.
As Gek mentioned
He
earlier,
needs,
the
he
line
needs
of
to be the live action, and he needs to be there without the hair, and then he just swipes over his bald head, go, the hair, the butt, and just do it full, you know,
just
full in
straight,
character.
just completely, yeah.
Straight
Not even
lace, yeah.
acknowledge.
Either that or when he puts his hand over his head, it just suddenly hair just appears and then it's just gone for the next minute.
God damn it, Pat! Stop making me like this stuff.
Let's see. I like
It's a
how
good
one
idea.
of the
Yeah.
entries on here is heaven.
LV,
I
if
guess
you're
heaven.
speaking, by the way, we can't hear you. just to mention. But you may continue, Sir Pat. Of the Round Table.
Alistair and Lilith were a couple. I doubt that. Lilith is
Charlie's mom?
who we've seen like in a painting, but we don't. I mean, I doubt it because I think the whole Lucifer Lilith. It's sort of like they're that's the couple. You know, that's the.
Couple
Don't-
girls.
They're
I don't know how.
They're traditionally the kings and queens of hell, I believe.
I don't know how long Alistair's been dead, so.
I think it's since like the early 1920s, because it was
Grim-
during about the recession, the Great Depression rather, where he'd committed
Let's see,
most
the
of his
Gr-
murders.
The Grimoire. The Grimoire is the book that Stolas possesses that Blitz always has to borrow. Cannibal Village. I'm sorry? What the hell? Throw this shit at me. What the hell are they talking about? I'm scared.
Wait, Alistair only kills bad guys? Didn't he have, like, dialogue in his first episode where he talked about killing a bunch of orphans?
I see that as him being a smartass.
Okay, so maybe he didn't kill them.
At least that's how I don't know anything about the Cannibal Village, but I'm sure there probably is. In hell, I wouldn't be surprised.
Welcome to the Cannibal Village.
Yeah, they gotta have it. See, if we ever see the village, they gotta have a musical number.
Yeah, they had to have some sort of like jingle where it's like tropical and welcoming.
See, Valentino's powers. I don't give a shit what his powers are. He needs to die. I will keep saying that every time he's mentioned.
Yeah, I don't like him.
I'm sure he has powers, but you know.
That's
the living
that's
world.
another
Yes,
music
we've seen
video
one.
that's good. The Addicted one. Jesus. Hell of a Boss needs to make more songs.
I thought that's the one that you guys were talking about. What music video are you talking about?
I was talking about two of them. I was talking about Addicted and the song Stolas sings, You'll Be Okay.
Blood Magic. Okay.
Is this Dragon Age?
I was thinking Avatar.
Well, all
Well,
the
I think that's
people...
blood
That's
bending.
not blood magic, that's blood bending.
Same thing. It's
Well,
magic.
all the people in
It's
Hell of a
not
Boss multi-classed into Blood Hunters, you see.
Charlie
D&D
is part-
joke!
Charlie is part succubi. I mean, I would imagine, 'cause I think her mother is a succubus.
Well, yeah,
So-
Lilith being the primary succubus in a lot of stories.
Exterminators are part robot. Probably. I mean, they just call them angels, but... Well, they're a type of angel.
Lilith,
Lilith
Christy, isn't your friend multi-classing into a Blood Hunter? That's one class I've still yet to play.
Blood hunters
Lil-
are super cool.
Yes, they are.
Lilith's affairs. I mean, in history stuff, like stories, yes, Lilith wasn't. She wasn't. What's the word?
She got down.
Yes, she partied. She had fun. Hell's economy. It seems to be pretty shit to certain people.
Pat, I like that you were looking for the word faithful or something, and I was just like, she got down to clown.
I was like, she wasn't very faithful. Alistair's origins. Well,
Oh no.
is what? Oh, I don't think he has though. Well, he was
Die, piggy.
He was a, yep. He was a radio host. Know that. Let's see.
That's
Well,
right.
I don't
Run
wanna
into
see.
the anthills, you silly bitch. Come get me, Piggy. I'm over here. Piggy.
Okay, here we go. So Alistair has been stated to be from New Orleans. Okay. He is an only child. His ethnicity was a mixed race Creole. And he was a radio show host and prolific serial killer when he was alive.
So this list is for both Hell of a Boss and Has-Been Hotel, then, right? Because for some reason I thought it was just Hell of a Boss for a minute.
I said Hell of a Boss in Has Been Hotel.
Oh, my bad. Well, you see, Pat, I'm a bad friend, I guess, and I'm sorry. I'm bad at listening.
Let's see. Oh yeah, because also there's things of that Alistair was a cannibal when he was alive, which no, they've said he was not. He was. Alistair speaks with a transatlantic, sometimes called a mid-Atlantic accent. Yeah, that just comes from that's like you would do that voice for the radio because it sounded good.
It's what they'd done basically up until like the 1950s and 60s.
That's why if you watch older movies from like the 30s and 40s, that's why they talk like this. See, they talk like really quick.
It's why, if you watch a lot of English news channels, they still talk like that.
And also, Alistair dislikes dogs for backstory reasons. We don't know why.
Dog the bounty
Yeah, he
hunter?
likes dogs. I mean,
He dislikes
but
Dog the
that
Bounty
I think
Hunter?
it
It's a
comes
mullet.
from my guess. Story reasons is probably he was probably killed by dogs. That's my guess.
What is Dog the Bounty Hunter from, Skylar?
The person.
He's a person.
Oh, a real person?
Yeah, he's a bounty
His name
hunter.
is Dog the Bounty Hunter.
His name is
His
Dog?
wife's Beth, isn't it?
Yeah. His wife's name was Beth.
Beth the Bounty Hunter?
She died and it really fucked with him, apparently. He had a TV show and the Ozzy sung the fucking theme song for the TV show.
Ozzy Osbourne?
Yeah,
That's cool
it
shit.
was fucking awesome.
We got
You
the
know,
first
that's-
talisman.
You've retrieved the
I
first.
used to
Also,
watch
they
that
just-
with
they-
Dad when I was younger.
They
just
lived
pointed
in
out-
Hawaii, and their whole family were bounty hunters. It's kind of crazy.
They just pointed out that I forgot about that. Alistair has that X on his forehead, which I'm like, wait, does he? Hold on. Let me look at your face, Alistair. Come here. Let me look at your face.
He
Sit
has a
on his
likeness
face.
scar.
I mean, look at his face.
I think it's like underneath his hair, but people say that might have been like he was shot there, which is yeah. I mean, anyway,
Is what I thought.
hell can come into contact with the real world. No shit, we saw that. Huh? Oh, that's his name. That's the TV head guy's name. His name is Vox.
Ooh,
Vox
sly
and
foreshadowing. This is
Vox
foreshadowing.
and Vox and McDonald's. What the hell does McDonald's have to do with Vox?
McDonald's?
Are people making shit up?
Is he loving it?
Alistair
Step to
Shadow.
connection.
Well,
Pat, that's silly. Shadows don't exist.
I'm assuming that's referring
Except
to
Shadow the Hedgehog.
I'm assuming that's referring to that
Seeds to
before
copy
he
SMG.
his shadow always changes first before he does. Or it seems to be that's where the whole demon thing comes out of.
So, chat, this level might be my favorite in the game. Just because, I don't know, I really like the ambiance here. I like that it takes place at night. I like that, Gek, you can't do it again to get a higher score. That's cheating. It's cheating, Gek.
Art
Cheating.
theft. Oh god. Let me
But,
guess. I'm gonna
Yeah,
take
this
a
level's
guess.
dope.
I'm gonna take a guess. Someone saw art of a character or something of either of the shows, and they're like, "Hey, that looks kind of like mine." They stole it. Idiots. That's just my guess. Who? The hell did I say? Do you people pronounce your names?
Yeah, I am not the person to ask that question to.
Fautissi? Oh, they're an artist who helped draw some of the characters.
Also, the music in this level is really fucking chill. Jesus, I could play on this level for a while. So glad we unlocked it.
Hello.
Hello there, Elvish. Welcome
Hello,
to the
you
stream.
gorgeous bitch.
Hello, Elvish. I'm
How's
making
it
fun
going,
of somebody.
How's it going there?
How's it going, Elvish? I'm PewDiePie.
How you going, eh?
I might as well do all the cringy jokes. Why not? Top of the morning to you, Elvish.
You mentioned earlier about Shadow the Hedgehog. I learned the other day that Shadow the Hedgehog and Cyax from Kingdom Hearts share the same voice actor.
No shit.
Yep.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know how to feel in general. I've lost all touch with humanity.
Same. Seasonal depression is hitting me like a bitch.
Earlier today, I was burned out. Like, I think I even messaged you about it, Elvish. I didn't want to do the stream solo, because I was afraid I wouldn't have anything to talk about. Like, my brain was dead. But luckily, Pat joined, and then Gek joined, and then Elvish joined, and no one else in the friend group is in the party.
It's funny
No.
you should say that, because I literally had that yesterday. It got to a point where I was in the stream playing some Kingdom Hearts, and for the last hour of the stream, I didn't say anything.
I've had one or two like that too. It can be a little difficult sometimes.
Yeah, it was just...
I love you, Skylar. I love you so much. with your face and stuff. Did you guys know that Skylar has a face? Yeah, but it's weird he's got one though, right?
He's one of them faceless people from Doctor Who.
No, he's got a face, which is weird.
As if that is the norm, just not to have a face.
Yeah, of course. Gek, are you saying you have a face?
I believe I do, yeah.
Weird, right, guys? Isn't that weird? Why is no one else speaking
If my
up?
reflection is anything to go by.
How dare you all have faces and not include me? Green Fox Dragon says I'm grounded, so I can't join you. I have to wait after this month. You're grounded? Green Fox Dragon, how old are you?
Don't answer that question. As your lawyer, I must advise you not to answer.
28 years old.
Oh.
Grounded at 28? What, by your missus?
Oh, that would make sense. But babe, no, you're grounded. Go to your room and stay there.
It's just the personification of the Oedipus complex. Just marrying your mother. And she's like, no, bitch, you're grounded.
Pat, is there anything else on the iceberg? Pat's dead. He died. Does anyone have any words to say in Pat's honor?
Killed him.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I kill people. Imagine if someone just came in the stream on that. That's the first thing they hear. That's their introduction to me as a person. Sometimes I just...
Kneale's confessionals. Sometimes I just kill people.
Why do you do it? You know, I'm bored. Need something to do. Now I'm imagining that show we talked about earlier, The Patient, but with someone like that. So why do you kill people? You know, I just feel like it. It's fun. Having a ball with it. Steve Carell's in that show. He plays a serious role in that show, which he's pretty good at. Again, the show like fucks up towards the end, but he's not bad in it at all. Oh, Elvish, have you heard about the newest Disney remake?
I assume, based on context of what you were talking about when I entered, it's Moana.
No, well, correct. That is one coming out, but you'd be wrong. That's not the one we're upset about. They're doing a live-action remake of Nightmare Before Christmas.
It'll make a lot of money.
Yeah, I agree. But how? How do you do that? Like, I just don't understand how a live-action Jack Skellington would work, you know? Just doesn't work for me.
Half-ass the CGI, tone down the colors, make everything dull as dishwater so that you can't tell the CGI is terrible. They can get away with it.
Me and Pat were
it'll make
saying...
money regardless.
Oh yeah, that was a guarantee. Me and Pat were saying if they got Burden to direct it, and maybe if they really went like Batman Returns and Beetlejuice with the set design, maybe at the very least the sets could look nice. I mean, that'd be like a little win. Nice little win. Thank you for teaching me how to dive, Rex. I appreciate this. By the way, Sky, Elvish, I didn't ask you guys earlier, how are your days going?
I mean, it's going fine.
Sorry, there was a dramatic pause there. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Nice. Christy redeemed the funny number.
Ow.
Christy believes your day was nice, Skylar. Or she just said nice because, you know, you spoke and stuff.
Or she said nice because of the funny number.
Well, technically, she didn't say it at all. I had to. I'm the fool here, you see. God,
Sky, it sounded like you just had an orgasm while turning into a robot.
a robogasm? Hello, Dennis.
Dennis Villanueva?
Is that guy a frog?
No.
Then I don't think this is the same guy, but could be. Maybe this is the persona of that guy. Dennis, go towards the fire.
Go towards the light.
I wish he'd go towards the fucking light. There are lit torches here. But he's a fucking baby. And he's like, oh no, I must run towards the dumpsters you set on fire. Fucking
Okay.
piss off, Dennis. It's not even dark. Fucking dipshit frog. I have a lot of animosity towards Dennis.
I saw a gif of Slippy the Toad and Falco from Star Fox the other day. They're very buff, Slippy the Toad, I will mention.
Buffy the Chode.
Odd.
Just slip it in.
Honestly, I would not be surprised if there's slash art of Slippy and this character I'm with right now, Dennis.
Oh my god, dude.
What, because they're both frogs?
They're also both, like, their characters are both annoying. Like, Slippy's like...
Annoying in Adventures.
Slippy's
Not
lovably
Adventures, but,
annoying.
Assault, which is my favorite.
Slippy's annoying kind of in the way that a character like Slippy can get away with. Dennis is like, oh no, why is everything the way that it is? Could it be because the world is a bad place? He's just foppish. Your house is right fucking there, Dennis. Just go home. There. Now I can get the next mission. I ain't having to deal with your ass, Dennis. Yeah, that's my current mission. My current mission is, hey, even though the world is ending and we really need to stop this dictator guy who's going to destroy the planet, Dennis needs hot water in his house. So please go around and relight his water heaters. I kind of love Dennis because he's like, derpy, and I like derpy things. But I fucking hate Dennis. You know what? I might look that up later. I swear those two characters, if they don't have porn, they probably should. I'm alright. Alright. Boss fight. I love this guy's voice. Bring it on, Nettie. Come on, you big hulking asshole. Oh, God. Nope, fuck. Guys, I'm doing bad. Please cheer for me and be supportive and loving.
Do we have to?
Elvis just commented, woo. But yes, Gek, you do have to. It's a law. You will be incarcerated.
No contract.
By virtue.
Well, you're going to jail, Gek. Hurry up and get in the United States so I can arrest you.
Is it horny jail?
No, Gek, it's not horny jail.
If it's not, it will be.
Gek, stop trying to make the American prison horny. Quit it.
American prison system.
Yeah, I was
Now,
gonna say system, I just forgot to.
Horny.
Have any of you watched the show Ruby?
I have not. I think I've seen one episode.
Well,
It's by Rooster Teeth, right?
yeah. Yes, the company that keeps getting, like,
Better and better.
internally- They keep getting the whistle blown on their horrible, like, internal practices, and they're not doing jack shit about it. So yes, that company. Well, the latest season is airing at the moment, or volume, and I don't even have words for what they're doing in that franchise right now.
But if you did have words, would they start with an S, end with a T, and have an H and an I in there?
No, more like, wow, you went there.
Oh, so is this a good or a bad?
It depends on how you look at it, because one of the most optimistic and, like, most important characters in the show overall, it looks as though she may have just committed suicide on the screen. So a lot of people are very freaked out at the moment. And the only reason I found out about it was because it was on it was trending on Twitter, which a show like Ruby is very rarely trending. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, okay then. So that's the thing.
Sometimes I wonder if, like, publicity stuff like that is the reason they have shocking stuff like that in shows. Because, like, anytime, like, you can do, like, a really shocking thing like that, people will blow it up on Twitter and stuff.
Well, I think that's where we saw a lot of that happen as The Walking Dead went on. Like, that was one of the only reasons, I think, why the show legitimately kept getting high ratings, was because all sought to do was just try to make it as freaky and like insane as possible.
Yeah, there comes a point in Walking Dead where, like, I've seen the ending. I've seen the last episode of Walking Dead, and at this point, I don't. It doesn't really sell me on it because they've gone through so much bullshit ever since the apocalypse happened, and at the end, they kind of imply, oh, maybe they found some normalcy. Maybe it wasn't that bad after all. But, like, the whole premise of the show is like, oh, everything's okay for a little bit, but then it gets bad again. So, like...
Yeah, that's literally every season.
Yeah, so, like, how am I supposed to... It's not really a climactic ending to go, no, but this time it stuck. This time it's
Well,
okay.
The way I saw it, because I've seen, like, the ending, the way I saw it, they literally decided to forsake any aspect of a satisfying conclusion in favor of being like, hey, look at the shit ton of spin-offs we're about to make.
Yeah.
That's literally
That's
what
true,
all of it
too.
was, because it's like, Daryl's getting one, Michonne's getting one, I'm pretty sure. Rick is getting, like, a series of films or something.
Rick and Michonne's are shared, I believe.
Yeah.
Negan's getting one. There's a bunch coming.
Yeah, so that's pretty much when I looked at it, I was like, oh, you didn't really, you were like, okay, let's finish the main Walking Dead show, and let's do it in a way to make the viewer perfectly aware of where they can go to watch the new spin-offs that we have going.
And I've seen the trailer for the one with Negan, which, in my opinion, was the one where I was like, maybe that could be good. Because Jeffrey Dean Morgan is such a good actor, and Negan is a pretty good character, even despite a lot of the stuff in the show. But, like, the trailer just looks so boring.
Yeah, I think it's a good example of a show that started with a great deal of heart from Frank Darabont, because he even described it as, like, it's his baby. Like, he was so excited about the possibility of, like, doing the whole franchise and all that. And then he gets ousted, and so the rest of the series basically was just made for the purposes of, okay, this show is a cash cow. We need to make sure that everyone is watching it, no matter what.
It definitely had its moments, even in some of the later seasons. Like, I like the Whisperer's arc a little bit. There was some good stuff in there. But, like, I don't know. Walking Dead is definitely one of those shows where it's like, there's a lot of highlights. There's a lot of down points.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it is the very definition of mixed bag to me.
Penis.
How dare you give me your penis, Pat? How dare you put your penis into my
Clips
stream?
of it on my YouTube.
Clips of penis?
You're Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess in some cases.
I truly love the Negan's penis episode. That's kind of a half truth. There is a episode where Negan has a sex scene, and it kind of comes out of nowhere. Like,
Comes out of nowhere.
You just get that checked.
Well, it's the apocalypse, so he can't really. There's not
It's
much
like
he
the
can
cum
do about
monsters
it.
from Sky and Elvish's last stream. Just
Cum
comes out of
monsters?
nowhere. Yeah, cum monsters.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
RE6.
Oh, you'll see.
Ugh, my head still hurts. Nice regular show joke, Green Fox Dragon. I didn't say that earlier. You know who else likes dinners? My mom.
I think Green Fox commented that about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, I saw it and I like made a mental note of it, but we were kind of
What the
chatting.
fuck is that?
I have Leon in a
Ow. What is what, Pat?
beanie and a jacket, and he looks like a kid from like 2000 something. It's
There's
kinda
a
goofy, but I love it.
one of the servers I'm in. They're sharing a some game that's in development. It's called Candyland with a K.
Oh?
I'm not joking. The main character, at least I think it is. It looks like a robot. Number one. It looks exactly like Baby from FNAF.
I might have
can't
seen
do that.
this. I
Well, you
vaguely
can if they
recall
call
this.
it. It's very similar, but not enough to. Even that name kind of sounds like it. It's definitely gonna be like a FNAF type horror game, isn't it?
There's like a character in Candy Crush that kind of looked like Baby, or I might be thinking of that Candyland thing. Maybe I saw it, maybe I didn't. I don't
Candy
know.
Crush as in the Facebook game, which most mums play.
Yeah.
My mum plays that.
Candy Crush has
mine
like
does too.
Candy Crush has like lore and shit now. I haven't
Able to do this thing.
I haven't been following it honestly, but like last I checked, there are established characters.
I'm gonna
I wonder
ask.
if it has a creepypasta.
I'm gonna
I hope
ask.
so.
Yes, it does. Everything does. I'm gonna ask Skylar a question.
Why won't you ask me?
Well, you haven't played the Resident Evil remake, have you?
Of what game?
4.
No, but I could still answer your question. I could be included.
Actually, I guess y'all could. Have you seen the what's Ashley as a mouse going around the internet?
Yes.
Ashley has a mouse?
We were discussing this the other day.
It's an artwork of her as a mouse.
Why?
Horrible.
People keep spoiling the jokes I'm gonna make when we end up playing the games.
Well, I don't know the context still, so you can still do it.
Just artwork of
I
her
was
as a
about to
mouse.
be supposed to. Never
I
mind.
wish you could be.
There's really no context at all. It's just something people started doing for no reason.
Just doing her as a mouse? Oh, that sounds different than I meant it to.
Aren't you? Well, I mean, yes, that too.
It's pretty wholesome a lot of the time.
I've seen art of her as a mouse and then Leon is a lion.
Well, he's got cat ears.
Get it? Because of the poem?
Okay, according to this person, they said they
mouse.
believe that they've been working on this longer than the FNAF game that Baby first appeared. Which, that is possible, but for some reason I doubt it.
You see, I feel that. I've been
But
like...
it's possible, it's especially with a small team, you know, that will take years if they're trying to get...
I feel that. Sky knows. I like made a character for the story I'm trying to do, and like another YouTuber who does D&D stuff made a character that looked eerily similar, and I was like, God damn it. But like, it's just a coincidence, and I can prove it.
Well, it's kind of like... it's kind of like my... It's kind of like my character that I had, Jazzy. You look at her, you've seen the artwork, haven't you, Neil?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. You look at her, she looks like everyone else's panda character on the internet.
Hey,
It's very hard to make them look different
I'm
enough.
just another fucking gray wolf.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. It's like,
You're not just another fucking grey wolf.
well,
At
they're
least
right
you're
though.
not
It's like,
black, white, and red one.
yeah.
You see, my persona
Screams
is
edgy.
different. I have a Sherlock
Tasmanian
Holmes
tiger.
hat and no pants, which makes me sophisticated.
Do you have a monocle?
I will soon. Thank you, Beck.
This bitch in the back of the neck.
Just adding to that backstory there.
I wouldn't even call Red Panda Kneale a fursona, but I do love him. I have a little bit of art of Red Panda Kneale.
Red pandas are really cute.
I'm surprised they haven't.
They're my
They
favorite
haven't
animal.
tried to. Have they done anything to this game, Neil? Have they like remastered it?
Yes, this is actually it's not really
Well,
a remaster, but
yeah.
they used
Remake, I should
crowdfunding,
say.
and they brought this game to consoles of the modern day. They brought its sequel to consoles of the modern day, and the third game in the franchise, I believe, is either out now or on its way. Which, yes, I will be playing that. A couple people actually asked about that the other day.
So I found an iceberg. I think would be fun just to get reactions.
Mm.
Because this is very subjective, but it's fun to share. This is the ultimate negatively words received in awful games iceberg. Uh-oh.
All right, we're talking about shit.
What are we starting with? Oh
Duke
no.
Nukem.
We are starting with Aliens, Colonial Marines. Oh, Jesus. That was a disaster. I don't remember who made that. I think it was Gearbox. Was that Gearbox?
I don't remember.
If that was Gearbox.
When I said Duke Nukem a minute ago, I don't know why, but I did one of those things where like my brain just kind of trails off, and I started thinking of a porn parody called like Nick Dickum, or like Dick Nickum.
Dick Kickum.
I
Dick
think
Kick'em's
Nick
pretty good.
Kickum is better.
I like Nick Dickum for some reason.
It's pretty good.
Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. Fuck that game.
Animal Crossing.
Um,
Skylar made me laugh.
yes, Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. In case no one knows,
Nick, what are you
it is.
doing? I'm
It is a
kicking 'em.
It is a game that you cannot play unless you have an amiibo.
Which they don't sell in stores anymore.
Animal Crossing.
Those specific amiibos,
You
they
wanna
don't
fuck around.
sell in store anymore.
Now you're in Nooks down where crazy shit goes down. So sells who shells and makes them
And shut your fucking mouth. God, they should do more Starbomb. God damn it, please do more Starbomb.
They finished the Triforce though.
Fuck it. Do a fourth one.
Quad Force.
Yeah, Quad Force.
Course.
The course.
Yeah.
The course is strong with this one.
The course is with you.
And also with you.
We have Anthem. Good lord.
How do I go to photo mode? I don't know. Oh, there it is.
Anthem was the game that bricked people's consoles.
Anthem? For some reason
Isn't
I
that
remember
a
that
character
game.
from Kingdom Hearts.
Ansem. Ansem the
Mike Tyson.
Wiz.
Do you not know how to say the word?
That is how
Anthem.
Mike Tyson. Hold on, that is how Mike Tyson would say Anthem.
It's a fucking goddamn word!
I know it's a word, but like that's also how Mike Tyson would say it. It's funny. What else is there besides
Anthem the
Anthem?
Wife.
Oh, fucking, what's that one game that was real shit when it first came out, but then it got good? No Man's Sky. Yeah, you knew.
I know because I played it for about a week and I'm just like, yeah, fuck this, I'm returning it.
My cousin didn't get it until after it got good. Like, he got it literally the week before they started doing the updates and shit. He loves it.
Yeah, I heard it got really good.
Maybe I'll play it one
But
day.
I'm not going to be spending money on it again.
I'm sending you what my Leon looks like currently.
Me?
Gek.
Speaking of D&D, I watched Honor Among
Probably like it,
Thieves, and it's an amazing film. Haven't seen it yet. Heard it's great.
He looks good.
Please continue, Pat. I want to shit on more video games.
Just can't wait to see him in the cat ears. It's just going to take you a
I'm
while to
going
obviously
for
get.
that eventually.
I know, it's just going to be a bitch to get
I'm
there.
practicing my runs. I was able to pull off the village skip a second ago.
I wish to shit on
it made
video
me pretty
games.
happy that I was able to pull it off the first try.
I'm impressed.
Also, kind of just goofing around on this round. Yep.
I'm trying to
I think this one I'm just going for the speed.
I'm trying my
Can get
best to think about a joke for pulling it off for the first time.
With no heels, that'd be nice too.
I do like the patches on that jacket, though.
Well, the back has like a really cool one. Got like skulls and stuff.
You should have a patch that says I'm Leon and I'm cool. You should have a patch that says that.
No thanks, bro.
I should have a patch that says I'm Kneale and I'm cool.
No thanks, old buddy, old pal.
No thanks, bro.
You know, I know the story of, like, the Resident Evil 4, obviously, but, like, I haven't actually seen that many of the trailers, so when we play it, there's probably going to be a lot of me going, that's how they redesigned this character? And shit like that. Because I've seen very little.
You haven't seen Salazar yet, have you?
I think I saw him forever ago in a trailer, but I can't remember what he looked like for the life of me, so...
He looks very dumb, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Does he still look like a little Napoleon Bonaparte?
I suppose.
That's all I care
He just
about.
looks like a little old lady.
What? God damn it, I want to
looks like
Google
he's
this
not-
now, but I won't.
He's
Like
not
a really
the
fucked up
most-
little old lady.
He's not my favorite redesign.
Oh, by the way, chat, we will be ending stream at 5 in the morning, which is in 16 minutes. Because I gotta do sleep and stuff, like a human.
What's that?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm told I need to imitate them. Oh, we get to do the level where I ride the pig. Watch this, chat.
Take the level while you do the level. Or something.
I'm
That's a
gonna ride the
warthog.
piggy. They're all
Does it have a
piggies.
tattoo which says mum on
Ah,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
sure.
got a tattoo that says mom, he's got an eye patch, and he's got fucking shoes and a little outfit.
ahí está.
I can't remember his name. I think it might be... he has one, I think. I just don't know it. By the way, first appearance of the lasso rang in this game, which they later changed to be called the Lasherang. But in this game, it's called the lasso rang. Do 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 do. I forgot how catchy this fucking song is. I was about to say cutchy. I'm riding on a pig with my boomerang, going around the desert now, hitting barrels with the pig, gonna get the money out. Over there's a hurricane. God, we're going into the hurricane.
Jason storms like a boss.
Hello, and welcome to Pigback Riding While Storm Watching. I'd watch that show. Somebody fucking storm watches while on the back of a pig? That sounds great to me. It's quality television.
Pig rider.
We're gonna ride this pig into the eye of the storm.
Or hog rider is what it is. The fucking Clash of Clans thing.
They're all piggies.
Well, I guess pigs can fly.
That one certainly did.
Spaniard.
Elvish, I'm gonna eat your foot.
There are a few, like, new voices that I'm not as big of a fan of, but they work.
Does Salazar sound good?
Yeah. Probably one of the ones that works better than some of the other ones.
I remember his voice being, like, kind of creepy and wistful, weirdly.
Mr. Kennedy.
It is kind of creepy.
Mr. Kennedy.
I like it. I like that it's creepy.
It needs to be.
Un forastero.
Because he's a bad guy.
Duh.
Well, he wouldn't sound creepy if he was a good guy. Good guys naturally sound good. That's how it works. Just look at Liam Neeson. He sounds just like a good guy. Honestly, has Liam Neeson ever played the villain in a movie? Because he's really got the voice for a villain.
I don't know.
I feel like he really should. If not, that's something he should do before he, like, you know, stops acting or something.
Evil Qui-Gon.
He did Batman Begins. That's right. That's right, Green
Yeah.
Fox Dragon. That's true.
You are right.
You are correct this day.
Ra's al Ghul, yeah.
Which was very good casting, honestly.
In the still shot for it, he kind of looks a bit like Doctor Strange.
You know, I prefer to call him Ra's al Ghul to Skylar. But apparently he was called Ra's al Ghul first. Me and Sebastian tend to argue about Batman names a lot. Fucking, we had the same debate, the Victor Fries versus Victor Freeze debate. Victor Fuck.
You.
Ah yes, Dr. Victor Fuck froze himself and turned himself to the evil Mr. Fuck.
Turned into Dr. Fuck You.
Beware his dong of solid ice.
Ooh, that's going to be painful.
You will not evade my penis this day, Batman. It will freeze you in your tracks.
They keep coming, says Leon.
Could you imagine? He'd have blue balls like crazy.
Kinda already has blue balls. He is blue.
You're doing the thing, you're doing the thing. Don't do the thing. Nobody needs that thing.
Nobody needs the
Yes, you
thing.
do. Sometimes.
Don't
Maybe
make me...
do that, nobody
Skylar,
wants
if you keep saying that one thing, I'm going to have to sing the One Direction song. And I don't think anybody wants
What
that.
thing?
That one thing.
It's not the one thing, it's the thing.
Get out of my mind. I know, no song I
The
can
thing.
sing. I know I've said this on stream
Fantastic Four
before,
thing.
but the only...
Fuck your dynamite.
I like the song That One Thing from One Direction, but only because I heard a parody of it that was Lord of the Rings themed called The One Ring, and it was really funny. I know, no Sauron can see, but I need that one ring.
Sorry, guys. Sorry for barging in. Uh-oh.
You know,
I still feel bad for that one police officer from Resident Evil 4.
Nah.
Poor guy
No need.
catching fire. I mean, yeah, he was a prick. Just leave him whilst he's in the car and just gets you to investigate by yourself. Come on.
Nice whiff there, buddy.
when I think of Resident
Didn't deserve
Evil
to turn
and
into barbecue.
when I think of Resident Evil and Fire, I now forever will think of this one scene from Welcome to Raccoon City, where Leon is listening to some pop song. It might be like, I believe in new horizons, or something like that. And then a zombie who just crashed a helicopter, like, into the police station, just casually walks up to Leon while on fire, and just kind of looks at him for a minute until someone shoots him.
Oh yeah, I think I saw a clip of that. It was incredibly funny.
That movie is my favorite kind of bad, if that makes any sense. Like, it's so funny that the zombie walks up, just kind of looks at him, doesn't do anything, is burning, and it's a real guy. It's a real man in, like, a flames, who they set on fire in a flame suit. And he's just standing there. While Leon listens to, like, Britney Spears or some shit. Oh, by the way, they're rebooting Resident Evil again. Did you guys hear about that?
The movies?
Yeah, the movies. Apparently some people want them to go back to, like, the original series of movies, which like, had... Yeah, I don't want it to happen either, but some people do. Apparently they have fans. Which, once again, the editing in that last one we watched was just, awful.
It's just a rumor at the moment.
Atrocious.
Is it a rumor? I hope it remains that.
Yeah, it says that the rumor is that Paul Anderson, who did a lot of the original RE movies, is working on a new film called Resident Evil: The Umbrella Chronicles.
Oh boy. That's a name of one of the movies, or one of the games.
I'm curious, like, if it's an adaptation of those
Feels a
games.
thing.
Well, I have to imagine they're just gonna use the title, right? Like, literally the whole thing with that game is it's like a recap of stuff that already happened in the games.
That game is a recap of 0, 1, and 3. And not even 3. It's a weird version of 3.
It's just kind of a weird choice to make into a movie, but the title is kind of gripping, so, like, I understand why they would maybe just use the title. That's kind of my theory on what it's going to be for now. I'm catching emus, y'all. I was about to say emos.
Catching emo.
I gotta chase them down on my
You need to
pig.
head back to 2008.
Quickly, get them before they find safe haven in the Hot Topic.
How you like that, Salvador?
There was a I watched a YouTuber who I really like. He was rating all the apartments he had been in.
Oh.
Starting with the womb, which was incredibly funny. And he was like, I don't really remember what it was like in the womb, but I have to assume it was incredibly traumatic being yanked out of there. So I'm going to give the womb 2 out of 5.
Well, no roommates.
I mean, it needs
so
some
it's pretty good.
redecoration. Needed a sofa in there somewhere. You needed a coffee machine.
Pool table.
Yeah.
And then,
Dartboard.
And then as it went along,
Water.
he's someone who has a habit of oversharing certain things at times. And there was a point where he was like, this person came to the door and they were dropping off a package, and I thought, oh, this guy is really cute. And without thinking, I said to him, hey, you look familiar, have I seen you somewhere? And he gave me a look. And I was like, what's this? What's this look about? The guy, without breaking his posture or his composure at all, just goes, oh yeah, I do a lot of emo porn.
That's fucking great.
And he was just like, okay, bye!
Yeah, I was watching this one thing on the Dropout subscription service, where they did they have this game show called Game Changer, and the whole thing with Game Changer is each episode is like a different game show. So they did an episode where they were making fun of The Bachelor, and there was, first of all, the contestant they got for it is very eccentric. So they tried to get the people in the Bachelor segment, like the people he'd potentially go out with, to be just as eccentric. So there were a bunch of dudes, there were a bunch of...
By the way.
Grant?
Yeah, I have a hard time placing his preferences.
Well, it's interesting to say the least, because there was this one lady who I was really rooting for to win. I really started to root for her. Her intro was, "Hi, I live in an apartment on my own. I've been living in Los Angeles for about 5 years, and every now and then I do some really hardcore anal porn."
And it made him spit take.
Yep. There was one of the girls there I was rooting for, one of the guys I was rooting for. I think one of the guys I was rooting for actually won. He ended up taking home 2 guys with him. That was a funny vid.
I'm just going for speed this round. I don't necessarily.
Grant's such a character.
He was definitely my highlight of
Mice and Murder.
Or whatever. Yeah. I really liked Sylvester Cross.
Apparently, this is once again, this is another character who has character. This is another person who overshares a lot. But his roommate wrote a scripted thing he had to read in a video where he essentially said that his roommate once boasted that he sucked 50 people off in one night. 50 dicks. And he was asked about it, and he was like, well, yeah, I wanted to make sure everyone had a good time. I admire that. I admire that determination. 50
Enough to suck
penises.
50 dicks to make sure everybody else is having a good time.
Well, Chad, I'm gonna have to end the stream because I'm gonna have to suck everyone's dicks.
The flavors.
This one's all right, but the one earlier, divine.
Ends up like the Goldlock situation with the 3 bears. Too salty. Too sweet.
Too flaccid.
Just right.
Too large. Just right.
Wow. That's kind of neat.
But we are about to end stream, ladies and gents. Let's see if there's anyone we can raid. There's a Beck. We can raid that Beck.
Heck, it's a Beck.
Heck, it's a Beck. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start doing that now. But thank you all for watching. Mortis, you can finally sleep in this chair you like so much. I'm gonna go watch the series finale of Owl House. Y'all have fun watching Beck do Beck stuff. Oh, wait, we had to wait 10 seconds for the raid.
Professional streamer.
Yeah, that's me. I'm the profesh. Alright, bye.